Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, fook on a Friday. Fook off Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, fook on a Friday. Fook off Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, fook on a Friday. Fook off Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, fook on a Friday. MMA on a Friday. A Cuban on a Friday. Rap on a Friday. Fook off on a Friday.
I can rub my nipples to this sexy little beat. Me reading the news that makes your chode wanna skeet. Watching MMA makes my knees so weak. Points to JBH, mission complete.
Fook on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, fook on a Friday. Fook on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, fook on a Friday. Stop the point scheme right now. I'm gonna roll the die of doom. Fook on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, fook on a Friday. Fook on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, fook on a Friday. Fook Friday. All right, another Fook Friday is here. I hope everyone is.
Wonderful.
We're going to be playing the points game. This is the rubber game tonight. That's right. I won the first karaoke challenge. Jesse won last week. 1-1 tonight. We will find out who will be the points game champion, karaoke champion, and hoist the I Am a Goddamn Celebrity trophy. We dusted it off. We brought it back. Jesse, you feel confident?
Always.
Jesse feels very confident, but I think tonight the boys will ride, and if you want to play along with the points game, points to Mystic with a donation, points to JBH with a donation. The person with the most amount of points at the end of the night wins. That's how that works. Conor McGregor in the news. Bellator is on right now. We were going to do a Fight Buddies to this Bellator event, and I was like, but we're going to lightly react to it. It's not a great card, you know? It's a meh card over here, so we'll tell you what's going on, and we'll give you some updates, but we're going to get to the news. We're going to have some fun, maybe drink some scotch, and I hope everyone is wonderful. Jesse, speak to me. What's going on?
Didn't you just tell him what's going on?
All right. What's going on with you? How are you doing? New headphones, by the way.
Not good, guys.
Not good? Why?
Not good. No.
You want me to play the sad music?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be sexy. No? Oh, okay. Anyway. All right. Well, tonight we'll get to the bottom of why Jesse is not good. I don't know.
I don't want to get to the bottom of it. I just want you guys to make me good.
So you're bribing. Listen,
I'm using you guys.
You can't bribe. You're using the boy. Listen, the boys ride tonight. We're gonna get the victory tonight. I feel it. I feel strongly about this. All right. Let's go over to Bellator. See what's going on here. We have two gentlemen going down: Rafael Carvalho and Chidi.
Super chat.
Super chat. We got Life and Logic.
Sup MOS? Points to the sexy Manacita JBH.
JBH.
Flexing new points, JBH is gonna win here, and we'll keep pushing till we know that Moss is really lost. Raise the bar, make the boys feel like they're losing. Love this one night, and let this will show them JBH is boss. JBH. Boys. JBH. Boys. JBH.
Is that how you're gonna react when they give you points?
No, that was just me enjoying the moment, taking it in. That put me in a better mood, Moss.
All right. Well, fine. So we have some new songs tonight for the points game, and that is the JBH song over there.
Ooh, Poofle got it. Good job, Ooh, Poofle.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Anyway, yeah, we got new songs here on the MMA Holes for the points game, and right now Jesse is up 2-0, and this is the rubber match. So I'm going to need help from the boys tonight. I'm going to need the boys to ride hard because simping ain't easy, and it's not a good look. All right, let's start off with the story of the night, and he is back.
Yes,
I'm done, but you wouldn't believe me. That is what he tweeted out. A donation
Ooh, what's this?
comes in. Marky Rowe.
Let
12.
me start this Fook Off Friday proper. What's up, MMA holes? Hope all is wonderful, wonderful. Points most.
Yeah! Let's ride! Everybody dance! Those are 12 for the win.
We got them points. Points to the boys, we making that noise. Hashtag destroy. Let's go, boys, it's time to deploy. Boys rule, girls drool. We about to kick your ass back to the uncool pussy fool. Don't be a fool, hold my tool and hang with the boys.
Let's go, boys, let's ride hard tonight. 12-2. Eat that. All right. The boys ride hard tonight. I am done, but you wouldn't believe me. Conor McGregor tweets this out, Jesse. Do you believe him or do you not?
I want to say yes.
You want to say yes, so you're saying he's not coming back.
But I'm thinking no.
So what are you going to say? I'm a little out of breath from that dancing, by the way.
You need to do more cardio.
Huh?
You need to do more cardio.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm just going to have a heart attack on air tonight, just for no reason.
Well.
Or for good reason. All right, so you're saying you're not sure. You're not sure if Conor McGregor is going to...
Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you think?
Man, usually I would say that McGregor is bluffing, right? And I'm still leaning in that direction, but there is a big part of me that's like, fuck, I'm not believing anymore. I think he's not coming back. I mean, he's got more money than anyone. The only reason why he would come back, really, is his pride. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, why would he get back in the cage when you have more money? I mean, he's on these top lists of celebrities, the top 100 celebrities out there, and he's just prancing around with his whiskey, and he really doesn't need to fight. So why would he come back? Maybe he is done. So I sat back. Mm-hmm. I kicked my feet up in the air. Mm-hmm. I twiddled my thumbs, and I'm like, let me think like a mystical human being right here. I'm like, Conor, are you fucking with us? And the skies opened up. And a ray of light hit my face. The vitamin D. The vitamin dick of Conor McGregor hit my face. And I looked up and I'm like, Conor, are you bluffing? And he says, yes, sir. He told me he's bluffing. I think this is a stunt. He has a hand that is healing from a sparring match. I think he's trying to keep his name in the news. And what happened, we're talking about him right now. So I think this is another stunt.
His name is in the news actually 3 different times today.
Yeah. So a lot of talking about Conor McGregor. I think he will be back, and I think he will be back by the end of the year. So that's all I'm going to say. So, Jesse, you saying yes or no?
I'm saying... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know.
So you don't know?
No, I don't know.
You're not gonna. You got to make a prediction.
No,
if I put a gun to your head, you have to make a prediction. Is he coming back or no?
No, I don't know.
You can't say I don't know.
Yes, I can.
You're a goddamn host of the greatest show on YouTube.
And I don't know.
Well, what do you mean you don't know? You're not wearing your Mystic hat?
Do you need me to spell it out for you?
Well, I see the points game is 12-2, so that's why you don't know. That's why they pay me the big bucks around here.
What does that even mean?
Because I know everything. Let's see what the chat says. Is Conor retiring? Yes or no? What's going on? Let me know.
Vlad Deegan says, hashtag free the MMA holes. Roberto Lopez, Cain Velasquez going to fight Tito Ortiz. Jeremiah says, Conor's a douche. Fook him. CJ, all killers at 155 pounds. He ain't coming back. My guess is NH, hopefully. Drunk Savage, Flat Earth Deegan, sup, brother? Live in Logic says, Conor versus Gates. G, make it happen, fat ass would Dana White. Dude Chronic, yeah. Tommaso, no. Bingo, no. Roberto, Conor will be back for Nate. Flat Earth Deegan, DS, internal. Who cares? NH, hello. Life and Logic, Fook, the UFC, Drunk Savage, no, his pride won't let him. That dude, Chris Moss, will be doing more baby talk tonight. Alan Rocca, Conor would have been back with Donald, but he's scared. Michael Anzalone, no. JP for now. Mark Jackson, he will come back if he is served a tomato can opponent. Medgus guy, Conor back for the super fight only. Life and Logic. Anna Banana, Mike S, hashtag free the MMA holes. Sebastian Time Khabib.
You know, I miss him. I'm going to say this right now. I miss Conor. I don't want to keep on talking about possible matchups. I want to talk about an actual matchup. Or if he's going to retire, I want to know for sure if he's retiring. I want either one or the other. But with that being said, the sport is fun right now. You got some decent cards. The last card was fun. But it's just kind of like, that was cool. That was fun. Shitty fight night. Well, that was a cool card. But I want a fucking circus. I want a goddamn flying circus. I want the Conor McGregor sideshow going into a Conor McGregor press conference, going into a Conor McGregor fight. I want that back. Give me it one more time. I'm like a drug addict right now. I need it. I need it in my veins, in my blood. I am sick of press conferences. Yeah, I'm going to kick his ass. Yeah, I'm going to have a good game plan, and you'll see what happens. Yeah, man, I saw you posted on social media. I don't want that anymore. I want some fucking cringe. And our cringe right now is fucking Cejudo. That is our cringe. That's what we have. Is Colby Covington. It's not enough. It's not enough. I want this circus. I want this sideshow. I want the fun. I need it. I need it back in my veins. Jesse, do you miss that at all?
Yes, I do. I do miss it. In fact, Conor was the reason I really jumped into the UFC. So even though like I'm not the biggest fan of him now, of course, there's always like a little nostalgia there.
Who is bringing the casuals in now? Name a fighter right now that you're like, this is a casual draw. Who is that fighter?
Yes.
Jon Jones.
Super chat.
We got a super chat coming in. What do we got here? Tim Desta.
Round robin with Simone, Jermaine, Juliana Betsy.
So a round robin, Ricky, Jermaine Durandamy, and Juliana Pena. Well, I like that one. That's actually pretty good. For Simone, I think Simone's going to win. Jermaine Durandamy, who Aspen Ladd completely almost, she looked like she was going to die on the scale. I don't know if you saw that. Did you get a chance to see that?
No.
She looked horrible. They had the curtain up. She was like shaking and twitching.
Really? Well, she's always had issues with weight. Hold on.
And Pena just popped out the baby. I like that. I'm down with that. Tim, I hope you win, man. Get that BetDSI.
Yes. Super chat.
Where'd it go? We got a $10 super chat. Jared Nipper.
Going with the boys tonight, points to Moss. And who wins out of Amanda Nunes and Henry Cejudo? Take my fucking money. Love you guys. We all miss Conor, but he's gonna come back.
All right, so there we go. Jared Nipper.
Points to the boys.
Let's do this. 22.
Points to the boys.
Everybody dance around. Jared Nipper. Jesus Christ. I just said the N-word right there. It's terrible. Jared Nipper, not the N-word. Jesus. Thank you, Jared Nipper. You're wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, so there we go. Points to Mystic, 22-2.
Did she weigh in first or last? Who does anyone know?
There was a
This is the whole fucking thing.
If you just Google Aspen Ladd, it'll pump up. It'll pop up on your screen. Number one, Matt Man. What's up, number one, Matt Man? How you doing? All right, so Fuko Friday is in full effect. Yeah, I know. I'm completely racist. I said the N-word. Oh, my God.
Oh, here we go.
I said Niger. I said it. I'm a terrible person. All right, so Jesse's watching Aspen Ladd right now. I don't know if we could show this. Is MMA Junkie?
Yeah, I wouldn't show it.
But,
oh, my God.
She's like... she's like crying and shit and shaking. Then the guy tells her to put her hands up, because you're not supposed to, hold on to anything. And she never really put her hands up.
Oh, my God.
I don't think she really made weight. I think that, she was playing games up there.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
She's always had issues with her weight. Always. And this does not surprise me at all. I think this is very real. I think this is incredibly real.
Yeah.
That's why Jermaine's a good bet.
Super chat.
We got a super chat over here. What do we got? PBR.
Points to Moss, as long as he leaves his shirt and pants on this week.
Yeah.
Oh, my poor eyes.
Yeah.
Hello to all the wonderful, wonderful people, by the way.
Thank you. PBR. Putting the points to the mystical one. I thank you.
Oh, my
Points
God.
to the boys. All right, let's put 5 over here. You are wonderful.
She's destroyed. Why is she staying at this weight class?
Well,
every time she weighs in, there's a problem. Every fucking time.
This is championship weight, too, so she has to hit it right on the number.
Well, she hit it. He said 135.
Yeah, but usually she doesn't have to hit it. She's always, struggling to get to 136. And now,
oh, man.
Yeah.
I believe this is real for sure. No doubt about it.
What do you mean real? What are you saying?
You said you thought she was faking.
No. I thought that... Did you see that the guy says put your hands up, right? Because you have to put your hands up where they could see it so you're not holding on to anything.
Oh,
I
my
think
God.
that she was a little bit off, and what she did was she played
sweating.
games on the scale where she either held onto something or kind of wobbled a little bit.
It looked like her hands were very close to her body.
But they told her to put her hands up. She never did. So you never saw her hands.
No, I don't think
I think
she
she
did
fucking.
anything.
Why she can't even stand?
God.
She's shaking. Too much potato damage. Aspen Ladd we're talking about, who's fighting. I mean, this is why weight cutting is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, that poor girl.
So what do you think?
Oh, my God.
Do you think Jermaine... Well, she looked all right at the ceremonial weigh-ins. She looked completely fine. But do you think that this is going to affect her?
Absolutely. How can this not affect her? I mean, that does something to her health. So even if she does put that weight back on overnight, her health is fucked up. She's weak. Like, she couldn't even stand on her own. She looked like she was about to fucking pass out. Your body is not supposed to do that.
What do you mean? You don't... What, trembling on a scale is not normal? I think it's completely normal. I think all women should do that. When they get on a scale, they should shake and tremble.
Proper 12!
Oh! What the fuck? Life on autopilot with the 30! With the proper 12! Look at the face.
Proper Irish whiskey!
Holy shit! It's gonna be a long night. All right, Life on Autopilot says.
Hashtag free the MMA holes points Jesse.
There you go. Points to Jesse! You son of a bitch! That's right, the boys are not scared. 32 for JBH.
Points, JBH is gonna win here and we'll keep pushing till we know that Moss is really lost. Raise the bar, make the boys feel like they're losing. Love this one night and this will show them JBH is boss.
Boys, JBH.
There you go. Jesse, 32-27 to the Mystic. How dare you? Life on Autopilot. How dare you? But thank you. All right, here we go. 32-27 is the game, and tonight is the rubber match. The person that loses the points game has to spin the karaoke wheel.
The karaoke wheel.
Wait, Moss.
What, you don't like that?
I would just like you to try that one more time.
No, I like it like that.
I like it like that. Try it one more time.
No, I want to do it like that.
I want to hear it this way. Please.
Well, you do it then if you like it this way. Go ahead. Here we go.
The carry. Oh, this is the wrong one, Moss.
No, that's right. Go for it.
You're on the wrong knob. There you go. Man, this whole bit's ruined.
I think it was never meant to happen, but all right, there you go. All right. The karaoke wheel, yes. We have some songs on there, and there's some really cringiness. There's one really extremely cringy song on there. It's Barbie Girl. So basically what we're going to do is this, right? We stick the loser in this little frame over here. They have to spin this karaoke wheel, and then when they sing that song, well, then that song comes off the wheel, and then the loser has to pick the song for the next week. So it's a random song wheel, and we're gonna try this out. I don't fucking know.
Super chat.
Jared Nipper.
Boys, we need to step it up. I have no more money.
Oh shit!
But you didn't say points, Moss.
God damn it! All right, here we go. Thank you for the donation.
That was a good waste of your last $2, Jared Nipper.
Wow.
What?
Guys, your hard-earned money. You're giving it to this girl, and she just said that you're wasting your money because you forgot.
I said you're
to say
wasting it
points.
on Moss.
You forgot to say points to Mystic. Now here's the deal.
Are you kidding me?
That is completely rude. But
I said he was wasting it on Moss.
See, now
like,
she's
how narcissistic can you be?
By the way, Rafael Carvalho just gets the win, goes to 16-3. So here's how it works. When you donate, you got to say points to Mystic or points to JBH. That's how we know who gets the points, or points to Chris, points to Jesse, whatever. But thank you very much for the donation. And that does suck. I would like to have 2 over here, but Jesse's laughing in your face. I appreciate your hard-earned money.
I'm laughing in your face, Moss. Your face. Because you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it.
For creating the greatest show on YouTube.
Oh, shut up. You're so full of yourself.
50 likes, motherfuckers. Let's do this.
I've got 50 likes.
You've got 50 likes.
We've got 50 likes.
MMA holds 50 likes.
I've got 50 likes.
You've got 50 likes.
We've got 50 likes.
MMA holds 50 likes.
Yeah.
I've got 50
Oh.
likes. You got super chat.
Oh, I hear a voice. What's that?
Points to Moss.
Yeah! Fuck girls! Fuck girls! Yeah! 29 for the mystical one.
We got them points. Points to the boys, we making that noise. Hashtag destroy. Let's go, boys.
So you do know that men also are on Team JBH. So what do you mean fuck girls?
Yeah.
There's no girls in the chat.
Listen, men like that, they're into that. Anyway, that's for the boys over there. Thanks for the two. Thanks for the two over there, 32
Moss,
to 29.
Tonight, I am really, really holding myself back from punching you in the face.
Listen, you're gonna be punching me in the face when you lose. You have to sing in front of all these people over. Tonight's the rubber match. She lost the first one. I lost the second one. 1-1, and it goes down to tonight. Who will be spinning that wheel? Who will win the points game? I need the boys' help. Let's make her suffer. All right, so let's do this. Let's get into the news.
Man, I feel bad for you, man. I feel so bad for you.
Why?
It's just... You poor thing.
You want to make fun of more of our donators that put their hard-earned money into this show?
Well, I was making fun of you.
Yes.
What's that?
Super chat.
Life and Logic.
Robin Black copies you guys.
I know.
Points to
It's
JBH.
ridiculous. Whoa! All right, so Jesse gets the 35.
So he gets like 3 minutes of his song, and I get 2 seconds.
Well, we got to get to the news.
Now I want to stab you with my pen.
We got to get to the news. What are you going to do? We just stand there like this the whole time? We got some news to get to. I fucking dance. Lame ass Jesse over here. All right, let's get into the news.
Sometimes I think you're mentally retarded.
Or maybe a genius. Oh, Conor
Or
McGregor
maybe
getting
too full of
frisky
himself.
over here. Look at him. What's up with his hairline?
According
He's losing
to BJPen.com, Conor McGregor makes a cryptic comment regarding his fighting future. Yesterday was the 4-year anniversary of the stacked UFC 189 card, the card that saw Conor McGregor capture his first UFC title with a TKO over Chad Mendes in an interim featherweight title fight. Speaking on Twitter, McGregor reminisced on this historic chapter of his career. If you scroll down a little, you can see the first tweet saying, 4 years ago. Wow. Shortly thereafter, Conor McGregor looked to the future. He addressed his future in the sport with an admittedly cryptic tweet. If you scroll one more, he says, "I'd tell you, I'm done, but you wouldn't believe me." Conor has not fought since October of 2018 when he was submitted by undefeated UFC lightweight champ Khabib Nurmagomedov in the 4th round of a lightweight title fight. This bout marked his first MMA contest since a 2016 knockout of Eddie Alvarez, which earned him the UFC lightweight title and a place in the history books as the first concurrent 2-division champ in UFC history. Since his loss to Khabib, McGregor has repeatedly teased a return to the cage.
Yes. Super chat.
All right, we got a super chat from James dropping the Uno. Thank you, James. You're wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, so Conor McGregor.
Since his loss, he's repeatedly teased a return to the cage. He's expressed interest in a rematch with the Russian champ and also in a fan-friendly showdown with lightweight gunslinger Donald Cerrone. As of yet, however, no real headway has been made with respect to his return to the cage. That being said, UFC President Dana White still seems optimistic that he can make it happen.
I do love the fact that Conor he pisses everyone off so much. Every time he gets back into the news, everyone is like, "Oh, McNuggets, McTapper, McThis, McThat." But it's just like they miss him. They miss him dearly. Donation.
Sometimes I have wet dreams about Conor's rise, but let's all stop breathing life into this dead Irish fag.
Whoa, Jesus.
He's trying to be relevant and steal George's swag. Points Mos.
Thank you very much.
How many points is that?
That's where I'm going right now. I didn't even say it's for some reason it's not popping up. So because we're on the second channel and the alerts get all mixed, I gotta fucking
20.
Was that 20 points?
Are you fucking kidding me?
All right, keep the second one on there. We just got 20 points, and who was that from?
Mark the Moss Avero. Mark the Moss Avero.
20 points! Oh, yeah!
about to kick your ass fat, Chidi Njokuani, pussy.
Wonderful.
Now, Moss,
Yeah.
as much as I want to knock your head off your shoulders tonight, I gotta say, that song is fantastic.
Kick your ass back to the pussy pool is one of the lyrics in there.
Kick your ass back to the pussy pool? Whatever. Whether it makes sense or not, it's a great song. You did a real good song.
Well, thank you for the 20 spot over there. 49-35 is the game. Now, all right, this is what I want to know here. I was saying earlier that I'm kind of fiending it. Who is that next fighter that's going to bring the casual fan in, right? The UFC is kind of going back. We have a little rankings.
Jon
They're starting to
Jones,
fold back together.
I've noticed, sort of has a draw a little bit with casuals now.
Well, he gets more. I mean, he has the he has nothing. Like, I mean, other than how he fights. I mean, the guy's an amazing fighter. But he's so boring.
But I just think that the way everybody raves about him, the fact that he's undefeated except for that one loss that Dana White's trying to get wiped away. Like, I think all of those things and the hype around him, and plus obviously all of his personal things that he's gone through over the past few years, I think those are all the perfect recipe for a casual.
Okay.
Perfect recipe.
Well, let me put it to you this way: if you're in an elevator with an old lady, right? There's a good chance that old lady's going to talk about Conor McGregor if he's in the news, right? Because he's a fucking lunatic, right?
Yeah.
She's not going to be bringing up Jon Jones. Like, I had like an aunt talk about Conor McGregor, and I'm like, she has no idea what the fuck she's talking about.
Super chat.
You got a super chat. Roberto Hernandez.
Points JBH.
What the
Clinking
fuck?
beer mugs.
What? I didn't think you went that way.
Cheers! Cheers, Roberto!
Whoa! Holy shit! That's 10 points.
Flexing your points, JBH is gonna win here, and we'll keep pushing till we know that Moss is really lost. Raise the bar, make the boys feel like they're losing. Love this one landing like this, will show them JBH is boss. JBH.
You told me you want me to go longer.
Well, yeah, just a little longer. You don't have to do the whole song.
45-49. Thank you for playing along. Getting closer over here.
Yes.
I hear something.
Super chat.
I hear a super chat over here. It's from Mark Rowe.
That was me. Didn't play my Tyson speech. Point Mose.
What?
Oh, you know why? Because you did it through you did it on a super. Oh, you did it on
Super chat.
Streamlabs for not the MMA. Holes.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I know. It's so confusing. They're in the description. All the songs that we usually have, like all of our songs, it's in the description. There's a link in the description. You click on that link. I know it's confusing. I apologize. But there's a link in the description for all of our, cringy songs on the main channel over there. You click on that, boom, you're good to go. So that's 2 points to Mystic over there. Thank you so much.
Should we give him the song real quick? I can just test it and give him the song. He deserves it. I mean, he paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't make sense because it just would be gibberish. It wouldn't even work.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you do want the songs, link in the description for that over there. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate those songs coming through as we are having a wonderful, wonderful night.
Olga's walking out.
Is this the main event?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah. It's the main event in Bellator. All right, here we go. We got a dyke fight.
Yes. Super chat.
Okay, I hear the noise. Who is it?
I want to see MOS sing Barbie Girl. Points JBH.
That's Life and Logic coming in with the 2. JBH! All right, let's give that to Jesse over here. 2 points.
JBH! So I was going to do the song myself, but I just didn't have the voice for it. Like you want that, like...
You did have. You have your voice on it. What are you talking about?
Like the Slipknot type voice. Like you need a man to do it to get that real, like, powerful. So I had him do it for me, and it came out perfect. It came out freaking perfect.
That was a man. That wasn't me.
Yeah? That was a different man?
That was a man. It wasn't me. It was a man. 47.51.
Perfect.
All right, so thank you for the donations. Whoa.
Super chat.
What do we got over here? Roberto Hernandez.
Points Mystic. Eagle.
What? That's 11 points over there. Yeah! 11 points. Hanging with the boys. 62 points over there. Let's do this.
We got them points. Points to the boys, we making that noise. Hashtag destroy. Let's go, boys, it's time to deploy. Boys rule, girls drool. We about to kick your ass fat, Chidi Njokuani, pussy pool. Don't be a fool, hold my tool. pool and hang with the boys.
I heard pussy pool. We're about to kick your ass back to the uncool pussy pool. So you didn't say we're about to kick your ass back to the pussy pool. We're about to kick your ass back to the uncool pussy pool.
Yeah. That's what you're going back to. I'm going to kick your ass back to the uncool pussy pool. That's right. Thank you for the donation. 62-47 tonight. At the end of the points game, the loser has to spin this karaoke wheel, and the winner gets the trophy. That's right, because it's the rubber match. Jesse lost. I lost. We are 1-1, and has to spin this dysfunctional karaoke wheel over here. So there we go. You never know. You know, what would you sing on this wheel? What would you prefer to sing, Jesse?
Oh shit, nothing.
Nothing?
Oh, you know what? I've sung "Stand by Me" before, so I guess I would do that one.
Yeah, we have all
I don't
real
want any of
relevant
the other
songs.
ones though. They're horrible.
Okay.
They're so fucking bad.
I want you to sing Barbie Girl. That's what I want to see. All right.
Oh god.
Give her more headbanging time. Well, bigger donations, the song lasts longer. So Cree,
Don't worry about it.
dip it to the pocket, and then I'll give her a longer song.
I've asked him the same thing before, and you will get nowhere because just trust me.
All right. Here we go. Julia Budd versus Olga Rubin is about to get going. I want to know, like we were talking about this before the craziness with the points. Who is that next fighter? I don't see anyone on the roster right now that is that casual draw for the UFC. I don't see anyone.
I'm trying to think of the big names. So you've got Max Holloway, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Jon Jones, Tony Ferguson, but I just don't think that any of these people, Cejudo maybe would be able to do it.
How are you going to grow, a bigger audience here? Like, I mean, you have the hardcore MMA fans, which, I mean, are pretty hardcore, although they're stealing a lot of their fights now because the UFC's been really cunty lately. So I don't blame them for fucking stealing their fights, to be honest. But now you have, how do you grow your audience? How do you expand? How do you get those big pay-per-views? I mean, I guess they don't need it anymore. They got ESPN, right?
Yeah.
But how do you get those people that are like, I don't know. That looks like fun. I think I'm going to watch that. Let me buy that pay-per-view. I really don't know much, but that fighter is someone that really stands out to me. I don't think Jon Jones is that guy. I think Jon Jones is probably going to be the greatest of all time inside the cage, but he is so lackluster on the mic. I don't see anything. I don't see any. And you don't have to be a trash talker. Let me make this clear. You don't have to be a trash talker to be a draw. You just have to be charismatic, right? Who is that charismatic fighter that really gets you? I can't think of one.
I think Cejudo could be, he's not it right now, but I think that if anyone were to put themselves in that position, it could be Cejudo, because he's so fucking cringy that people would actually watch it. It's like the Conor effect. It's almost exactly like the Conor effect.
I think it's not even close.
Well,
I honestly don't think, no one's going to be talking about Henry Cejudo, to be honest.
You have to understand that he's not going to resemble Conor completely, but because he's going to have his own twist on it, his own personality on it. But I'm saying the cringe alone is enough to make people who aren't familiar with MMA watch.
What Muhammad Ali did, right, on the mic. This guy was charismatic. He did the trash talk. He was intelligent with his trash talk, and he really went for it, and people bought into it. Either you hated him or you loved him. The guy was known. He was a known fighter. And Conor McGregor, maybe he doesn't have the resume of Muhammad Ali, but what he did on the mic and how he marketed himself, say what you want, was genius. Now, there has to be someone that takes over. If not, this sport, I can't see it really growing. Like Ronda Rousey before wasn't crazy on the mic, but she had something, and I guess it was the female thing, the whole allure of female cage fighting, in the UFC. Maybe that's what it was. But I'm curious as to what it is. Like, now I'm fine as a fan watching what we got here. I enjoy it. I like the cringe for the show, but as a fan, I could kick back, watch a UFC 239 and be satisfied. I am curious, though, what is the plan growing it to those other people that just don't know about mixed martial arts? How are they getting those people, and what is that plan? What would you say the UFC should do?
Well, they're bringing in new fighters right now, so I would say look for that one that has the draw. Remember when Conor McGregor came in? He came in the way that he did. He didn't come in as this subtle little, like Cejudo did. Cejudo came in all subtle and quiet, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere he has this cringe. No, Conor came in that way from the beginning. So I think that what they need to do is when they're looking for these new fighters, because it's clear that none of the fighters they have on their roster right now are going to do it. When they're looking for these new fighters this time around during this part of the year, look for the one that has that draw.
Super chat.
Create 5.
One bad is a punk, but both of you Moss and JBH are awesome.
Yeah.
We appreciate the show. Points JBH.
Points
Flex
JBH.
biceps. Flex biceps.
Creed dropping in the points. 5 points to Jesse.
Flexing new points, JBH is gonna win here, and we'll keep pushing till we know that Moss is really lost. Raise the bar, make the boys feel like they're losing. Love this win right, and let this will show them JBH is boss. JBH! Boys! JBH!
All right.
When you guys listen to like heavy music like that, like when I listen to Slipknot when he's in the bathroom taking a shower or something, I put Slipknot on. Do you ever like when you're singing along to it and there's like a long drawn out when he's screaming or something, like freak out, like you feel like you're screaming, like do you ever like just let your anger out in the screaming part?
When I used to play hockey, I used to try to put on the heaviest music I could possibly put on to get that like adrenaline rush. Like I used to just before any game I would put, it was Metallica at the time. Like,
yeah.
I mean that's not the heaviest music, but at the time I was huge with Metallica. So I would try to find I would put like Battery or Damage Incorporated, and I would just literally just like, I want to kill somebody.
Yeah, when I listen to Slipknot,
yeah,
but
I don't know,
like the parts, like I sing along, or I try to sing along, and then the parts where like there's a long scream, like a loud, like in that part when I'm singing along, like I just let all my anger out in that. Like,
I saw you in the mosh pit, and you did go full retard in there. Like you completely let your she was like, I'm gonna beat up some boys now. Like I just saw like anger in her face.
It's like
I don't know.
It's like Slipknot does that to me. Like anything like heavy like that. I guess because Slipknot was the first one I was introduced to, it's more effective.
Yeah, there's something with heavy music that that gives you that adrenaline rush. That it's almost euphoric. Like you feel.
I feel good afterward.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
all
it's
right.
just like you ejaculated. I don't know. Some people that don't listen to metal, they don't know that feeling. They get that when they listen to ABBA or some shit. I have no idea. But listening to heavy music, yeah, you get that fucking adrenaline dump, and it's fun.
Well, I got it. Why when you go in a mosh pit listening to that music?
Oh shit! There's a finish. Julia Budd, the champion, holds on to the belt, beats Olga Rubin. Olga Rubin was undefeated, but not anymore. Let's see what happened here.
Submission, I think.
I looked down. She was just running around. This was the main event. Now, tomorrow we'll do a proper fight reaction to the card, to the UFC card, Durandamy and Ladd. Let's watch this. Rubin comes in, up liver. And she's like, oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of liver. Oh, fuck. Toe side of the foot into the liver. Olga Rubin's face. Look at that. Oh, my. That's a tough broad, man. She stood there. She's like, I am not going down. She tried to regroup. We saw her buddy Justin Sumter. Oh, the knee.
She got the liver twice.
It's amazing. That liver shot. You guys watching this? You guys watching Bellator? That liver kick. JBH would cheat on Moss with Corey. Corey's a good-looking guy. He's
real fucked up, man.
He's got a real fat neck, though.
I wouldn't even want to touch that. Like, I like him a lot because I can relate with him in a lot of like really fucked up ways, but he's fucked up. Like, we were watching like a Slipknot thing, like the history of Slipknot and like a little biography, and that guy, you talk about problems.
This is the Ian Lev experience coming in.
I need to be brought up to date on how close we are to MOS idea on the appropriate way JBH could run a Mets channel. My heart goes out to horrific life Mets fans lead and the joy JBH could give them. If it's a go, points JBH. A no go, then points go to MOS.
All right, so here we go. So there's 2 points on the line. Are you going to do this Met channel? You can't lie. You gotta be serious.
What the fuck would I do? Like, I don't understand what I would do.
All right.
Points to the boys.
All right.
Wonderful.
I'm taking those points, man, because I don't think that channel's
a
happening.
little unfair.
I'll tell you what. If you do start that channel, the next points game, remind me to deduct 2 points. All right? Remember that. You take those 2 points back if you start that channel.
How would I start a Mets channel?
It's very simple. I gave just like he said. I gave you. By the
It's
way, I think
it's
the
not
Mets
that
got
simple.
spanked tonight by the Marlins. Let me see. They were getting hammered. They were winning at one point. New York Mets. Let's see.
72 last time you checked.
72.
You said 72.
Currently, the Mets are trailing the Marlins 8-4 in the top of the 7th.
She wants to be a Met fan. They were winning 2-1, and now they're down 8-4. Actually, they came back a little bit. Fucking Mets are terrible. Anyway, yeah. Taylor has my size neck, LOL, but he's like 5'7". Yeah, he has. James, you have that neck that it looks like a. I don't know. Your shoulders are going into your ears.
No, he doesn't.
Corey Taylor, you ever see his neck?
He-
Yeah, his neck is fucking thick. It's bizarre, and maybe because he's like me. Like I don't really have much shoulders. I could use more shoulders. Corey Taylor's got a big ass neck.
No, he doesn't.
He does. Oh, that's when he was like all drugged up. Find pictures of him now. Yeah, his neck is fucking thick. He was a fat boy too in the beginning.
What are you talking about? His neck looks
I'm telling
normal.
you. Got a big fat neck. Who was like that? Who was the black guy that went viral? That was the criminal. What the hell's his name? I can't remember.
Well, that's
He had
because of
that
how
thick
his
neck.
hair's shaved.
No, I had my hair shaved like that too. My neck never looked like that. He's like Ram Man. Anyway, so all right, so we were discussing before who is going to be that next person that brings in the casual fans. I saw someone in the chat that was saying Israel Adesanya, and you know what? That could be the guy. That
Looks
could
like
be
you.
that could be the guy. Israel Adesanya could be the one. Jesse's very high on him. I think he's overrated, but Jesse thinks
I don't know if he's enough of a draw to bring in casuals, though.
So he's got this swag. He's got this sarcasm. He's still a little cringy on the mic. You know, actually very cringy on the mic. I don't think he's Conor-esque, but he might be their only option right now. That's why they're putting all their eggs in one basket with this guy. You know, he might be the guy. The UFC's very high on him. You know, and they say it's a similar path and blah, blah, blah. You don't think he's him? It's the guy?
Nah.
So you think no one?
No, I don't. Like I said, Conor came in when they found Conor and they brought him in. He came in that way. He came in the king of the whole of MMA. You know, like there was no paying attention to anyone else. They need to find a fighter, just like they did Conor, to bring in a newer fighter to the UFC who has that from the beginning. Someone who comes in and just takes over. And I guarantee there will be one.
They tried with Darren Till. That didn't work out too well.
Well, I don't think Darren Till would have been. They need to find someone who has a very similar mentality about how, like the narcissistic mentality. I rule the world.
Oh, it doesn't have to be the same formula. I mean,
No,
look at Chael Sonnen.
I'm not saying execute. See, you're getting it completely wrong. I'm not saying execute it the same way Conor did. I'm saying go in with the same mentality. However they execute it is on them. But I'm saying with the same mentality that they're better than everybody and all this shit, and they're better than the fans, they're better than the fighters, they're better than the actual corporation, like they're better than all of it. That's the kind of person they need to bring in order to draw the casual fans.
What brought you into MMA? What brought me was Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva. Those two guys, they brought me in. Chael Sonnen with his mouth, I thought was hilarious. And Anderson Silva, I mean, that guy was on some streak. He was just mutilating people. I was like, this guy's amazing. And it sucked me in. And then I started watching The Ultimate Fighter, and I was all into it. I was the hook was in the mouth, and I'm still a casual. But they brought me in. They brought my casual ass, my extreme
casual.
Yeah, we're all casuals here. Let's be honest. We're
You're
not
not a
fucking pros.
casual.
We're all casuals. We're
Why
a
do
casual
you keep
channel.
saying that?
Yeah, it's nice and calm. It's casual. But people use casual as an insult. I like to use it as a.
It's not. How's that insulting?
It's not.
You're a new
It's
fan
not.
of the sport?
So they
That's
brought me
stupid.
in, right? I want to know what's bringing in the new people now. What are they going to use? Val Vita Vici.
2 points. McCarthy is better at explaining what's happening in the fight as TV guy. Rogan screams too much, too emotional. Points JBH for not being a hooker. In 2019 that's an accomplishment for a girl living in New York. Hashtag Hitler did nothing wrong.
That's 2 more points for Jesse. All right, Jesse. Look at that.
I was just getting into it.
Yeah, that was good stuff. 54-64. We got a 10-point game. There we go. Thank you very much, Real, for that donation. All right, so we are talking about who is going to bring in the new fans. Who brought you into the UFC? Was it the MMA holes? Because I know some people in this community that said the MMA holes were actually putting the hook in people's mouths. And I like that. I like the fact that we're bringing fans over. Now, I don't like the fact that we're giving the UFC money because they take money out of our pocket, the fucking UFC. It's a story for another time. Who brought you into the UFC, and who do you think will be the next guy or gal?
Zach Bennett says, I was hooked at 10 years old when I saw UFC 1 with, I missed the rest. Richard Solomon, maybe fighters from other countries and doing events in other countries bring in casuals, especially with fighters from those countries. Roberto Ken, Shamrock versus Tito Ortiz.
Oh, by the way, Shamrock, he is fighting in the bare knuckle. I thought he was just promoting it. The lunatic is fighting in it. So that's awesome. No.
Chuck Liddell, my stepdad. I watched UFC 1 to 50 and 130 on. I want to say it was like 14 years ago. So at 14 years old age.
All right. Oh, by the way, I saw Kevin from Chicago's in here. Look what he says.
Josh Koscheck.
Oh, you're trolling us right now, correct? There's no way he's saying Josh Koscheck.
I am on UFC Fast Track. Chuck Liddell 2. Bring back Cringe Till. Seen all toughs at time. I watched UFC 1. I was 8 years old. Didn't know what it was, but since I was a wee little lad, I have been hooked. Who was is that was on about? Helmet the other day, Wilma's Rainbow.
What kind of drugs?
The next big star will be soft-spoken, if not silent. Will have killer KO power and the looks of a non-douche Luke. Josh Koscheck, Ultimate Fighter, was gold. The first fight I was seriously into was Krokop versus Congo.
Well, Congo is fighting Bader. He's going to be back in the cage with against Bader for the belt, so that's interesting. Congo is, 70 years old now? He's still in fantastic shape. So, where'd she go? She just ran out on us. Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm really curious to see what is going to be that next fighter. I really want to know. I don't say maybe Johnny Walker, but he can't really. I mean, he's kind of exciting. He's charismatic. Maybe he's the guy. But what's that? Greg Hardy. People said Masvidal, but Masvidal's been in the game for a while, and I don't think he's going to be the he's getting Masvidal's the guy that's putting the fire back into MMA fans. You notice there's some MMA fans that are like, I'm done with this fucking sport. And then Masvidal comes around again, and then they're like, well, I'm sucked back in. Get me back into this. I love this shit, you know? So he does that for the MMA fans. But I'm talking about the people that don't watch the UFC. These people that are just walking around, they're watching their baseball, their basketball, their hockey, whatever. And, you know, they see something on TV that says, oh, this fighter is going to be fighting. And like, oh, I want to see that. Who is the fighter? I really don't know. I mean, Jon Jones does get decent numbers, right? I just don't see how people would sink their teeth into a guy like Jon Jones. I just don't see it. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe they bring Artem back. Maybe Artem will be the guy. Who fucking knows? Back into the chat, and we'll get back into the news.
I don't want to go back into the chat.
Get in there. They miss you.
Hey Christopher, could you move out of the frame and unplug your mic?
Sure.
Says one bad.
Ross, no. I mean, listen, I'm going to call you by your real name. All right?
Why don't we all start calling him by his real name?
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What else we got in the chat?
Victor Musco says, Fook, Kainoto, yup, Moss, I agree, Walker's the guy, but knowing the UFC, they'll sit on him too long. Live and Logic says, we will know one day. Dude Chronic, watch Ray versus Jorge rematch Kimbo fights. Cree says, let's all give a big Fook you one bad. Live and Logic, why exist without Conor? Roberto says, fans are the worst, LOL, they jump on wagons, poor athletes.
It's true though, right? And it's not even just, I mean, we see that in other sports too. You see it all the time, like the living around Yankee fans. I mean, like I have friends that grew up Met fans and they just jumped onto the Yankee bandwagon. I'm like, you can't do that. You just can't do that. You got to sync with your team. Yeah. With MMA fighters, it's super easy to do that. Your fighter sucks for a couple of fights, you jump fucking hard off. You know, there were people all over Conor, And there's still people all over Conor, but before it was insane, and I can understand why people get upset. They're like, "This is what? Yeah, fuck this guy."
Yeah.
Everyone likes him. Fuck him. I'm not gonna like this guy. And now you got a ton of haters now because of all the bullshit that he's been doing, and he does deserve some of the hate. But with MMA, I think that's what the beauty of the sport is. Like, you watch your fighter lose, and then the next week you're all over the next fighter. There's no allegiance. It's just mayhem. People just bouncing around from fighter to fighter. I kind of wish there was you die with your fighter too. That would be a lot of fun to see.
You
the
live
fans
with
do
them,
that.
you die with them.
You don't see that with MMA. You don't. People are just fair weather. Your guy loses, your girl
Fair
loses.
weather.
Yeah.
What's fair weather?
Ever hear of fair weather fans?
No.
No. Welcome to sports, baby. Welcome to sports.
Oh, shut up. Just tell me what it is.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right. Anyway, who is your one guy? Oh, fuck it. Let's just move on to the news.
Yeah, stop making me read the freaking chat. Can I just move on?
Well, I like talk. Listen, we are the most interactive show on the community on YouTube when it comes to MMA. There is no one as interactive as us. If it wasn't for these beautiful people over here, we wouldn't have a show.
I like reading their comments, but do you know how hard it is to sit here and read the chat all the time?
You know how hard it is to win this points game right now? 64-54. Boom, hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
All right, let's get into news. So we read the Conor story. Now we can move on to something worthwhile. On the MMAholes.com. Steroid alert.
According to MMAnews.com, Paulo Costa is absolutely massive ahead of his UFC return. Paulo Costa is seemingly daring USADA to come knocking at his door. Of course, it's not like they haven't already. The hulking middleweight contender was embroiled in a long, confusing case with the UFC's anti-doping partner last year.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Kevin from Salt Lake City.
Holds nose, exhales. Hi Moss. Hi JBH. Did you see me flip out at the bagel store? Cocksuckers always mocking my height. The biggest threat to Colby Chaos at 170 is Lola and Tony Ferg if he goes up. No one else can stop the chaos.
Oh, you mean this situation, Kevin?
Is that okay? Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead"? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Yeah. Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside?
Kevin, calm down.
I'm not scared of you, pal.
I know.
You shut up, too. Shut the fuck up. Go ahead and attack me, Jake.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I just wanted bagels.
I just wanted bagels. That's the best part. I just wanted bagels. You know what's so funny? That's something I would have said. I just wanted bagels.
No, you would have been heading for the hills if you saw that.
What,
You're
me?
like, get me the fuck out of here.
Nah.
Yeah, you don't like confrontation.
I don't, but I wouldn't run. Why would I run?
No, you would have just been on the side, like, let this fucking, just let this happen. Especially when he got tackled.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
dying.
have done it like that. I would have just kind of stood there and watched. Like,
that guy should be a donation, right? That guy should be a donation. Thank you.
I just wanted bagels.
There you go. All right, let's move on to the next.
Here we go. All right.
Paulo Costa.
Of course, it's not likely they haven't already. The hulking middleweight contender was embroiled in a long, confusing case with the UFC's anti-doping partner last year. It wasn't for anabolic steroids, however. Despite the fact that Paulo Costa is routinely accused of using the juice, he found himself in some trouble for using an IV before his fight with Johnny Hendricks back in 2017. He even accused an ex-trainer of blackmailing him with video of his IV use.
What a lie.
Costa was retroactively suspended for 6 months and was eligible to fight again this February. The confusion forced his oft-discussed bout with the Cuban powerhouse Yoel Romero to be delayed more than once. Regardless, Costa will take on the Soldier of God at August 17th, UFC 241 from Anaheim, California. When he does, he's going to be just as ripped as usual, if not more so. The Brazilian knockout artist posted the following picture on his Instagram with the lead and caption of, quote, "No words."
Oh my god. Wait, if you look really closely, you can see a needle coming out of his ass in the reflection.
Like, he looks fucking huge right now.
He's jacked. Well, he's oiled up, right? Oil and a tan makes you look so much bigger, right? I had friends that used to tell me that. I'm like, yeah, all right.
He still looks like massive.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a big boy. He's got he's got to have really small bulls, right? Got to be tiny bulls. We need our resident steroid. Anyway, next story. Before I fall in love.
Right. According to MMA Fighting. Oh, shit. Oh, I already skipped that one. Sorry. According to MMA Fighting, Anthony Smith goes off on Corey Anderson saying, "No one wants to watch you fucking dry hump someone's leg for 15 minutes.
Are you guys?
On Saturday night at UFC 239, Anthony Smith won a minor victory without ever stepping into the cage when Luke Rockhold got knocked out by Jan Blachowicz. Smith and Rockhold had been publicly feuding for the better part of a year, and Rockhold's loss had to have been sweet for Smith. But with Rockhold now no longer a concern, Smith has turned his attention to another fighter who has been critical of him, Corey Anderson. Mm-hmm. Speaking with Submission Radio recently, Anthony Smith broke down the current state of the UFC light heavyweight title picture and concluded that he and Corey Anderson are likely to lock horns next. Anderson and Smith's beef goes back to when Smith received a title fight against Jon Jones after only 3 fights at 205 pounds, causing Anderson to say Smith has not earned his shot despite Smith's 3-fight run of KOs being more knockouts than Anderson has recorded in his 13-fight UFC career.
In the chat, Tiffany Robinson says, "Can you give my kids a shout out?" Jesse, there are 2 kids that need a shout out right now. Let's give it to them.
Zoe and Eli.
Shout out! Everyone in the chat, shout them out right now. May they have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Wonderful,
and get to bed, kids, because we are not the show you should be watching. All right, here we go.
All right. Oh.
A donation.
A fair weather fan is someone who supports their team only when their team is winning and doing well. Points most.
Thank you. Points to the boys.
Oh, wait, we messed it up. It's Lil Bud, Zoe, and Eli. Sorry.
No.
Lil Bud, Zoe, and Eli.
All right. So there we go. 68. Thank you, Mark Rowe. 68. All right. And the loser of the points game has to spin the wheel. This is the rubber match night. And we are 1-1 when it comes to karaoke points game. Usually Jesse trounces me, but with the karaoke song on the line, we are 1-1. So tonight is a rubber match, and then we win the trophy. Right now I'm in the lead 68-54, but do not hesitate to keep donating.
Oh, that was so sweet. I was just doing this to tell you that I was about to say something.
Well, I was going to grab this, but you grabbed my hand.
Look at, I did this, guys. Like
She's trying to butter me up because I'm winning the points game.
His hand was just sitting there. Just rest your hand. His hand was just sitting there, right? And I was going to tell him. I was like this to tell him that I was going to talk, and he holds my hand.
No one cares.
It was so sweet.
No one cares.
He held my hand.
Manny C coming in.
For the casuals to come in, the UFC has to get better at promoting fighters. I mean, we just had a white full-time firefighter who was heavyweight champion of the world that no one knows of. Hashtag fuck Felicia Spencer. Shout out to them kids.
There we go. Thank you, Manny C. All right, so let's talk about that. He's talking about Stipe Miocic, right? You would think he'd be the perfect story. The most wins as a heavyweight champion, defenses as a heavyweight champion. And Stipe, here's the problem with Stipe. You can't promote Stipe Miocic.
Agreed. You cannot.
No matter how many commercials you make, you put a microphone in front of him, he's like...
You can't even understand what he's saying half the time, yeah.
Yeah, super sweetheart of a guy.
Well, yeah, but he also has no personality. Like, when he talks, he's just like...
He gets triggered super fast if a reporter asks the wrong thing. He stutters. He, the cage, what he does in that cage compared to on the mic, I mean, it's apples and oranges. No matter how many great commercials you give that guy. Oh my God, the most title defenses, and he's one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, if not the greatest heavyweight. You could have these mega commercials, and then you put a mic in front of him, he's like, how do you market that?
Yeah.
Ask me a question. I'll be Stipe. You'll be the reporter.
So how do you feel about the controversial eye poke between you and Daniel Cormier? Do you feel that should have been called during the fight? Do you think that you're going to win against Daniel Cormier in your next fight? What are you going to do differently? You don't know? But wouldn't you have more of a strategy, more of a plan, as opposed to what happened the last time?
See, it's like you can't get anything out of him.
That's a very good impersonation.
That's
High
Stipe
five, Moss.
Miocic.
Good job.
That's him.
Good job.
Right? No, you don't have to. I mean, it's not. That's what he does. So it's like the UFC. Like Dana White's like, fuck, you won another fight. What do we do? That's what he sounds like. You can't market that. Unless you're looking for a Tourette's audience. I don't know. Is it because he's an immigrant? I mean, is that it? I don't know. I think it's because he can't fucking put a sentence together. He does. He looks very nervous too. You see, when they interview the fighters, they have the green in the back of them. Like when they're, what is that? Where are they? And he's sitting there, and there's all his mics over there, and he's fucking shaking like he's nervous, man. He doesn't like the mic. It's not. I mean, listen, it's not for everybody. What were we talking about before that? We got so sidetracked. That's what happens when the donations come in. We get sidetracked here. You take over the show.
Moss, I'm gonna pour some double black. Would you like some?
I'm drinking some black, actually.
It's not
coffee.
Ugh.
What do you? Don't touch my coffee. Don't touch it. It's mine. All right, let's start the clock here.
All right.
All right, your hand is all over the place here. This is my space.
It's grabbing the remote.
Here's the deal. 68 Jaromir Jagr to 54 is the points game right now. The loser of the points game has to not roll the die of doom, but spin the karaoke wheel. That's right. And they have to sing one of these songs, and Barbie Girl might be that song. Who'll win?
Moss, can you tell me how Stipe would sing a song?
No. I'm not going to beat a dead Stipe. I'm not going to do
funny,
that.
Moss.
Not beating the dead Stipe. Are we done with Anthony Smith?
You ruined all my bits.
Speaking of not marketable, I feel Anthony Smith is another one. Like, he's fun to watch in the cage. The guy brings it. But there's a lot of lame people on the mic. He puts his glasses on, pretends he's Clark Kent. We still know who you are, Anthony Smith. You can't fool us.
Well, basically, he just he's shit talking Corey Anderson, saying that Anderson would wrestle fuck him.
That's true. No, Anderson wouldn't just wrestle fuck him. Anderson would beat him. That's what he would do. He would beat him. Corey Anderson, greater than Anthony Smith. That's how I'm gonna go. Who would you pick in that fight?
Anthony Smith.
What?
Yeah, I'm becoming a big Anthony Smith fan.
Yeah, I know you like Anthony Smith. That's true. I go Corey Anderson on that one. Anthony Smith sitting at number 3. I mean, he doesn't have much to play with, unless maybe didn't he beat Santos? Didn't he fight Santos? I can't fucking remember anymore. Let me go through here.
A doctor says Ladd was nervous, not dying.
She was nervous?
That's what it says here.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't fight Santos. Oh, he did. Yeah. Oh, no. He lost to Santos. Oh, shit. So that's the fight. What are we talking about here? He lost to Santos. Got knocked out. I don't even remember this one. He got knocked out in round 2. This is February 3rd. You run that back. It's not even a question.
I just want to read this real quick.
Sure.
According to the California State Athletic Commission, physician Dr. Gary Furness, who told ESPN reporter Mark Money that Ladd is medically cleared to fight, her pained face and uncontrollable quivering.
Where's the story? Wait, where's the story on the website?
It's not. I just now found it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to read it real quick. Was pre-fight jitters. He said a bit of nerves. She's part of the main event, and I believe she had missed weight in previous fights. That was contributing to it. That's all he really said. It's just nerves. Nerves did it.
All right. No, that's not nerves. The bitch. Well, she's nervous because she
looked like she couldn't
cheated
stand
on the
up.
scale. She cheated on that scale. She cheated. I'm telling you. They asked her where her hands were. Put her hands up. She didn't put her hands up. She was holding on to something. She was balancing herself so she could make the weight. They gave her a pass because they felt bad for her. By the way, not Kidab. Drunk Savage said Santos is out for a year. So I'm assuming that's the injury suspension. So Anderson versus Smith is probably going to be the fight. Let me see. Let me look again over here. I would love to see Santos be run
right,
back.
Cree? It is a crock of shit. Like,
What?
she looked like she couldn't even stand up. That can't be nerves.
No, she wasn't nervous. She was so fucked up because she was going to miss weight. She was shocked too when they said that she made weight.
I bet they had her corner have the doc release a comment so that people weren't, so that people didn't really like hype up the issue. Because it probably still is an issue.
She didn't. I guarantee that she didn't make weight. I guarantee something went down where she fucking fudged it a little bit. Why do women? I know women have breasts, right? But why do they? Why do women have the curtain and guys have the fucking?
Because
towel?
they have breasts.
So guys have breasts too. The heavyweights have breasts.
But
maybe I don't want to see those. Like, no, and this is what I'm saying. Remember Daniel Cormier when he trotted out after he missed weight, the Talgate, and you saw his fucking little twig and berries in his asshole as he walked out? Well, maybe not his twig and berries.
When was that?
You don't remember we saw his ass
Talgate?
crack? Yeah.
I never saw his butt crack.
Yeah, when he scurried around.
During the Talgate? I never saw that. I got to see it now.
Where the fuck were you? Were you actually...
I saw
you weren't
the Talgate.
on the show then?
No, yes, I was. Remember, I was the one who reported that story.
No, but you were not in studio. You were probably via, another land. But Talgate, yeah, he scurried around, and he went around so fast that they couldn't even cover him up in time. You saw his little asshole. Why do the women get the curtain and the guys don't get in the curtain? It doesn't make sense. If women want I can't. There's my one a show. I'm equal rights. Then I feel there should be towels for both.
Here we go.
Where we see a nip slip, or curtain. Did you guys see when he walks off though? When he storms off, is this it? They cut it off. Yeah, no, his asshole comes out. I know when a man's asshole comes out, but that doesn't make any sense.
Here, maybe from this angle.
Put the curtain on the guys too. Then, this way we don't have to see a dick or some shit. Am I wrong?
Here we go.
Michael Anselon says thanks, Cree. Last weight in for Ladd. Didn't she say she was lightheaded? Says heavy. Yeah, she's had problems making weight, and now she's got to make championship weight. You really want to see his asshole, huh?
Yeah, I want to see where his butt slips.
They almost showed up Misha. No such thing as equal rights. Henry wants to give it.
They blurred it. Look it.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Look it.
I saw it live.
Blur.
Yeah, you saw his ass. Just you're dying to see his little Kermit ass.
His little butt.
It's just a crack. It's a back crack. That's all it is. It's so funny. No fucks given. He's just like, I gotta fucking find a way. And then he comes back out in seconds and miraculously makes weight. He's like a magician. JVH is all into the DC crack. If it was a white guy, she wouldn't care. All right,
that's not true.
We make one JBH loves the BBC joke a show.
Why? Why do you have to do that?
It's a thing. All right. Anyway, I was gonna say speaking of BBC. Well, yeah, I think Anthony Smith, Corey Anderson, I know Corey Anderson's 8, but I can kind of see after the loss. You got Dominic Reyes, who might be the guy that Jones fights. Jones wants to come back quick. He wants to come back at the end of the year. Ooh, this light heavyweight. We need some more. We need Johnny Walker up. We need Rakic up. We need that guy from the Contender Series. He looked great. Who is that guy? I can't remember his name. There was a light heavyweight Brazilian kid that won on the Contender Series, got a contract. We need some more light heavyweights over here. It's starting to get a little stagnant up top. We need some more fresh blood. So next for Anthony Smith, who should it be, Jess? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck was that? What are you doing? What happened? You choking?
Have you ever had that burns so bad.
She's been drinking every night, by the way. I just want to.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, a little every night. I think.
No, I haven't.
We're gonna have to have an intervention live on the show.
God, you're exhausting, man. You're so exhausting. This is why. Have you ever had?
Choo-choo. Johnny Walker.
Jon Jones is no ready for me and I'm coming for that belt. I will be champion of 205 Diva Zone. Also, I make a video in support. My favorite is MMA Hole. Why don't you premiere it tonight, guys? Points to whoever.
Wait, what is he saying?
Jon Jones is no ready for me and I am coming for that belt. I will be champion of 205 Division. Also, I make a video in support. My favorite is MMA Hole. Why don't you premiere it tonight, guys? Points to.
I honestly don't know who that was or what they were saying. Was that Yoel Romero?
Have you ever drinking scotch like neat?
Who is that? Who is this? Let me know in the chat.
And it goes down your windpipe. Have you ever felt that before?
That's gotta suck.
Oh, that was like the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, you shouldn't inhale scotch.
It's not like I intentionally inhaled the scotch. It's just.
Oh man.
Whew, felt bad. It was a bad feeling.
He was speaking Brazilian to you guys? Yeah, that's maybe Yoel Romero. Is that what he was doing? Or she? I'm not sure who that was. All right, well, reveal yourself in the chat so we can get a translate. We need a Brazilian translator in the chat. My worst hangover was a whiskey hangover. See, now that's pretty funny. I've had whiskey and scotch and never had like bad hangovers. I've gotten sick from like doing the show that we did shots where I got completely annihilated. That I got sick from, but I was doing shots of scotch. Like that's just the dumbest thing you can do. But if you sip on scotch or whiskey, or if you throw a couple of shots down here and there, I've never really had a hangover. Beer, I've had some of the worst.
I don't really get hangovers.
No, I'm talking about IPA beer. I'm talking about like the fucking beer with the bull sack on it, you know?
I've had high IPA.
Yeah, but did you go out partying at like a, you know, at a place where you're just pounding that all night, or like a St. Patty's Day?
I've gotten drunk off of high IPA.
Really?
Yeah.
And you didn't get sick?
I don't get hangovers.
Oh, I would get such headaches.
I have like a high tolerance. I have very good genes.
No, you don't. I've held your hair back. I've done
one
it.
time, and that was not from getting plastered off of one drink.
Yeah.
I was mixing the whole night.
Yeah, it's no good. Let me know in the chat what makes you sick, what alcoholic beverage, or what food makes you sick. Might as well just find that out too while we're here. We're gonna take notes.
Tequila, rum, and moonshine. Either one worst hangovers ever. Haha. Tequila was my worst hangover ever. 2 years sober equals no hangover. Nice. 2 years sober.
Good stuff.
My worst hangover was waking up by an ice machine in a hotel in France. Mexicans can pound alcohol. Shevchenko versus Nunez 2. I remember that. Gin.
Oh, the drunk experience. Yeah.
Tequila. Rum, non-alcoholic beer. UFC bans make me sick. Chris, you get hangovers from putting pop in your drinks if you put water in it or drink on the rocks.
That's true. But here's the thing, and it is true. If you're drinking a mixed drink, put a lot of ice in that shit. But I drink my scotch neat. She drinks it neat too. But I don't pound it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'll have a couple of glasses, get buzzed, and I'll be good to go. If you're pounding that, you're going to get... Or you have to have, like, water in between. It's smart. It's a smart
I don't
move.
like to drink to get drunk. Like, I get drunk still, like, every once in a while. But, like, I just kind of like to drink to forget about all the horrible things in my head.
That's wise. You know, it's funny. Like, now it's bizarre because we have no life now. Like, if I had a life and I was going out partying...
Well, that doesn't mean there's not still things going through my head.
No, I'm saying, like when I was younger, I would just go out all night, every night, and just drink, right?
Yeah, I never did that.
I would get fucking shit-faced night after night. Like, that was just fucking stupid. And now, I don't even need alcohol anymore. It's bizarre. Like, I actually just have fun. Like, I don't need it. I drink alcohol here and there, but it's not like I don't need it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I
never thought I'd see that day.
Well, I think everybody kind of, you know.
But we can do. Everyone get drunk in the chat. Fuck it. Who cares? Mas, if you want to have a life... Give JBH a baby? Yeah, that will give us a life. That would definitely do it. All right, let's go to the next story in the news. By the way, we have, 33 minutes left in the points game. Who will be singing the song tonight? We'll find out. Stay tuned.
According to MMA Mania, Dirty Sanchez, Chiesa fingered during nightmare win at UFC 239. Getting your oil checked every 3 months is perfectly normal, assuming, of course, you actually have a car.
I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
What?
I think Pulse. Hold on a second. Oh shit! I fooked up. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can get this.
What did you do?
Give me a second. Just give me a second here, please. Why did it do that? Oh, fuck me. I tried to click on the link that Pulse gave. I think it's to his channel. Does he want me to play a video? Like, I told him... Oh, my goodness. I told we play it tomorrow night, and now he's putting it in here. I think that's the video. I don't even know. Click on Pulse's video. In there. I clicked on it, and it just goes to his channel. So I don't know. Is he just spamming his channel, or I don't know what he's fucking doing. All right. Get back into that story. As I just... completely stumbled across.
Assuming, of course, you actually have a car. Otherwise, it's just plain weird, so I can understand why UFC welterweight Michael Chiesa is hot under the collar. According to Maverick, Diego Sanchez went fishing for brown trout during the pay-per-view showdown last Saturday night in Las Vegas, Nevada, a dirty move that is sadly not uncommon in the wrestling world. At least, it wasn't a lube job. Chiesa said, quote, I could feel he was butt dragging me, and that's whatever, but all of a sudden, I don't know if he intentionally did it, but his fingers touched my butthole.
Wait, he did know. I mean, he's done it in multiple fights before.
He says, I yelled at him, "Get your fingers out of my ass, motherfucker." I don't think anyone heard it, though. A trip down memory lane is fun. Cadbury Avenue, not so much. He said, quote, "In wrestling, when you get your fingers in the brown star, we call that oil checking. So he definitely was checking my oil. I yelled at him to get his fingers out of my ass. I yelled it. I thought for sure when the fight was over, my God, I'm going to go on Twitter and it's going to be everywhere, but I don't think anyone heard it. I can only imagine what check engine light means." Chiesa, who's 16-4, got the last laugh, dominating the original Ultimate Fighter and cruising to a 3-round unanimous decision victory. It also marked his second straight win after moving up from the 155-pound division late last year, and Maverick looks better than ever at his new weight. No ifs, ands, or buts.
All right.
Get it?
I get it. Ifs, ands, or buts.
Or buts. Moss, can I check your oil?
Sure. Yeah, Sanchez has been playing. What are you doing?
I'm checking your oil.
All right, I'll squeeze your tit. Sanchez has been doing this shit for how long? Do you think maybe he just enjoys it, or is it he's trying to get an edge? You think that's wrong?
I think part of him enjoys it. Otherwise, why would he be doing it to every opponent he has?
Who
did he do it to last? Who was his last opponent?
Can you take a point away from shoving your finger up someone's ass? I don't know. It doesn't say anything about shoving your finger up
they
someone's
said
ass.
it was all too common in the wrestling world, so I think...
Kevin from Chicago. How many asses did you shove your finger in when you were wrestling?
My brothers wrestled.
Oh, well, they look like guys that would like fingers in their ass.
I should ask them. I wonder if they've... we should call one of them right now. They probably won't answer. They're on deployment. But
we can say, hey guys.
Have you ever had a finger up your ass during
wrestling? Be honest, when you were wrestling. Maybe that's why they like the wrestling so much. I don't know.
No, they quit pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny when I was in school. I wasn't in school very long, but when I was in school, I always thought wrestling was gay. Like I always,
really?
I always thought it was gay.
Like
now I think it's cool. Now I'm like, oh, it's kind of cool, man. Like, but when I was a kid, like anyone that wrestled, I thought it was the gayest thing.
That's not the way it was.
Theater and wrestling, I thought was the biggest homoerotic thing ever. Like I'm like, why would these guys want to do that to themselves? Now look at this sport that we promote, where wrestling is like a huge key to winning.
When I was in school, wrestling was like it was normal, nobody. It was just like any like football or any other sport, really.
Yeah, not where I went to school. We all were like wrestling, like seriously, like we were like really. Our school was bigger at basketball. Like that was like the big sport in football. Like that was the two big sports over there. I played a lot of hockey, so I didn't like. All I saw was just guys like holding each other and hugging and rolling around the floor. I was like, what is that? I always thought that was weird. I don't know. Anyway,
I liked watching wrestlers because they had to wear the tight, like the spandex, like the tight thing, and they had the cup, and the cup makes their like bulge. Like,
so you go to your brother's wrestling matches and be like, oh, look at these boys.
You know what's funny? I never went to a single wrestling match with my brothers, not one.
Why'd your brother stop? Finger in the ass?
I don't know. No, well, they did it for like 2 or 3 years, and I think they stopped because it was their graduation year, so they had to focus on school.
Yeah.
But I've never went to one single one. I don't know why. I just never did.
That's unsupportive.
Yeah,
terrible. You're a terrible sister. All right. So Jesse likes the wrestling, the Andre the Giant. Okay. Let's go to the next story.
All right. According to MMA Fighting, Mike Winklejohn says Holly Holm did exactly the opposite from Ronda Rousey after suffering her KO loss.
Yeah, she did lose the same way.
If there's one message Holly Holm's head coach Mike Winklejohn wants to share following her loss to Amanda Nunes, it's that she will be back. Holm suffered the first knockout loss of her mixed martial arts career this past weekend when she got caught with a head kick late in the opening round of her fight against Amanda Nunes at UFC 239. It was obviously a disappointing end for the former champ as she sought to reclaim the title she lost back in 2016. 2 days after the fight ended, Holm was already back in the gym sitting down alongside Winklejohn to break down the footage to pick apart her performance. He said, quote, I figured Amanda would game plan counter-punching Holly because Holly has a tendency as of late to really lunge, and people have been catching her when she lunges, that kind of thing. So they were both waiting for each other. I know it didn't seem like a lot of action, but there were a lot of little things going on there, jockeying for position, getting each other's timing. Holly told me we watched the tape yesterday. She said she felt good.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
This is Kevin from Salt, Chicago.
In my town, Chi-Town, Me and my other midget wrestling friends lick each other's assholes. We call it licking each other's assholes. No special name for it. We just lick each other's assholes. Could you guys give us a good name for it?
I don't know. I think that's a pretty good name. I think you hit the nail on the head. What do you think? You have any good names for it?
I'll get back to you on that. I'll think about it.
Okay. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. We got 25 minutes left in the points game. So right now we stand at 68-54.
Salting the rim.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Salting the rim. All right. So they have a
heavy microgrow.
All right.
Salting the rim. That's funny.
I just wanted bagels.
Call it.
I recorded the whole thing.
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that?
All right, let's go to the. Let's go to. Did you finish the Holly story? I don't know.
No.
Actually, we're still in there. Okay, good.
She said that she had felt good. She was getting her timing and working, but then she hesitated on a kick. She had done it earlier, which was a mistake, and she said she wishes she hadn't have done that. She told herself that starting to throw a kick and deciding to stop, that was stupid. Don't do it again. Don't get caught. And then she got caught. No excuses.
Yes. Super chat.
Drunk Savage.
JBH was kicked off the wrestling team for hitting someone with a chair. Also, the bagel store man let his one badge dad. Points JBH.
Oh, you know me too well.
JBH! Boss! JBH!
Flexing new points, JBH is gonna win here, and we'll keep pushing till we know that Moss is really lost. Raise the bar, make the boys feel like they're losing. Love this one right, and let this will show them JBH is boss.
JBH! Boss! JBH! Boss! JBH!
Wonderful, wonderful.
She was getting her timing and working, but then she hesitated on a kick. She had done it earlier, which was a mistake, and she said she wishes she hadn't have done that. She told herself that starting to throw a kick on deciding to stop, that was stupid. Don't do it again. Don't get caught. And then she got caught. No excuses. Amanda kicks hard. She hits hard. She's a scary person, and that's incredible.
All right, so Holly Holm, I mean, she's 37 years old. People are saying she should let it go. I don't think let it go, but I don't think she's going to stumble upon a belt opportunity. Although it seems like she always finds her way back into gold. She always has that opportunity. So maybe this isn't her last attempt. What do you think, Jesse? You think she'll find a way to miraculously bring herself back into the mix?
Don't you think she's like ready to retire?
No, I don't.
No?
No, because I honestly believe she still beats most of the 135
She's
girls.
looking a little long in the tooth. And,
oh, yeah, she's looked like that since day one.
Well, not really.
Yeah, Holly came in weathered.
I've seen pictures of her in like the beginning of her career. She didn't always look like that. And
what, when she started kickboxing? When she started mixed martial arts, she was a leather bag.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
And I just feel like she's still good. She's still really good. How old is she now? 40?
No, she's 37,
37?
I think.
So she's got I would give her about 3 more years. Maybe she doesn't have to retire right now.
Wait, you went from retired to 3 more years?
I'm saying if she stayed in, I'm saying 3 more years would probably be acceptable. But then after 3, I mean, get the fuck out.
Well, yeah, I think 3 years is fair. That's a long time. 3 years, yeah, maybe. I think Holly, she got divorced. She's like, fuck, she still got this chip on her shoulder. And she still beats majority of the girls in her weight class. So, and she could still go up if she wanted to. So she could do whatever the hell she wants. I don't think she's going anywhere. All right, let's, not yet at least.
Wonderful.
Let's move on to the next story. And we got some more ladies in the news. This is the title fight. One of the ladies in the title fight.
According to the Bleacher Report, UFC Fight Night 155 shows that talent-diluted cards are here to stay in the ESPN era. Yikes. Shots fired. The red flag is the main event, but the real problem with UFC Fight Night 155 goes a lot deeper. Not every card can be a winner, and any event can be entertaining, but there's another level to this. Sometimes there's the feeling UFC brass is throwing stuff against the wall and then relying on viewers to tell them what's stuck. Sometimes...
Can I just ask you, who wrote this article?
The Bleacher Report.
Damn, they went hard.
Yeah. Sometimes there's no choice but to report back that nothing much stuck at all. Such is the case with Saturday's UFC Fight Night 155, which goes down from Golden One Center in Sacramento, California. When you look closely at this card, it reveals a strategy that is decidedly built for the short term, wherein the UFC turns its content into a quick sugar fix that provides no meaningful sustenance. Before we get to that, let's unpack the event. Topping the show is a women's bantamweight bout between Jermaine Durandamy and Aspen Ladd. Their combined record of 16-3 is usually the kind of record you see in one main event fighter, not two.
Oof.
The 24-year-old Ladd is a promising prospect in a division that could use another star, but her biggest win to date came over Tanya Evinger, that tough but flagging former Invicta champ. In 2017, Durandamy defeated Holly Holm for the UFC's women featherweight belt, but was subsequently stripped of the title because she preferred to lose the belt rather than defend it against Chris Cyborg. Granted, avoiding Cyborg is...
Super chat.
We got Creed coming in with the super chat.
Finger in the backside is not cool, Diego. The Aspen Ladd thing is weird. Drunk Savage, NH, Michael Anzalone. Good peeps. The Mystic 1 and JBH equals M.M.A. Live chat royalty.
Woo!
Points JBH.
Yes!
Points to JBH. 69.
Points! JBH!
Flexing new points, JBH is gonna win here, and we'll keep pushing till we know that Moss is really lost. Raise the bar, make the boys feel like they're losing. Love this one right in the face, we'll show them JBH is boss.
JBH! Points! JBH! Points! JBH!
It's so good afterward.
Is that better than the thumbs?
God, it feels so good.
Yeah.
It feels so
What do you
fucking
guys
good.
like, this or the thumbs better? Let me know in the chat. Oh, fuck. I hate when that happens. Only Jesse could see this. But every window has just closed on me right now. So what do you like better in the chat? Do you like the thumbs? Do you like points JBH? I'd love to know what you think as I'm trying to get my screens back up and running here. What the fuck? Do you see this? Everything just fucking crashed on me. All right. By the way, who is the thank you, Cree, for the donation? They're making their votes right now. Let's see what they like better.
JBH. JBH is out, Jesus.
Yes. Super chat.
Oh, the donations are coming in. Life and Logic.
JBH as real as they get.
Here we
Points
go again.
JBH.
Let it out, guys.
JBH!
Let it out, Moss.
What?
Points! JBH!
What? What are you doing?
Flexing new points, JBH is gonna win here.
How many points is that? 3? 72 points. JBH flexing on you peeps over there, putting 72 on the board. And thank you for the donation.
right.
72 to
Let's
68.
Let's continue ripping UFC Fight Night 155 apart.
But here's the deal. Can we find out who wrote this article? I want to get him on the show. Who wrote this? Let's hit him up on Twitter or some shit.
Scott Harris.
Scott Harris. I'm going to look him up on Twitter. Where is he? Scott Harris. It's such a fucking... Damn, you're never going to find that guy.
No, he's right here.
You got him on Twitter?
Yeah. At Scott Harris MMA.
All right, hold on. So, can you do me a favor? Hold on.
But let me finish reading it to you first.
All right, you read the story. I'm gonna reach out to this guy. We're gonna get him on.
Well, I can't read it to you when. You don't
Yeah,
have
no,
the-
you could. It's good. We're listening.
It's okay. I'll wait.
We're listening.
I'm like
You're out of breath.
still.
All right, here's
down.
go follow this guy. This guy wrote this article that Jesse's reading right now on Bleacher
Follow
Report.
him right now.
We'll give him a follow. Hold on. Where's the article again? Hold on. I'm gonna.
At Scott Harris
We gotta
MMA.
get this guy on. This guy went fucking full. He went full retard on the UFC. I kind of dig that. I
Maybe
like
we
that.
should get him to write for us.
How do I click the article? How do I get the actual
Here,
article?
it says read the full article at Bleacher Report here. No, baby.
What the fuck?
Go back.
I don't even know how to work my own website.
At BleacherReport.com.
Oh, there we go.
Here.
There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, kids. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna go here. All right, I'm gonna do this.
Man, that's exhilarating. I can't wait for the Slipknot concert. I can't fucking wait.
Oh well, that's not quite Slipknot. How do I fucking? Oh my god.
I'm gonna get in a mosh
Here we
pit,
go.
beat some motherfuckers up. Oh god, I'm gonna let the rage out. I'm gonna let it out, hard. I'm gonna go hard in the paint.
Jesse, if you could type this in over here. Say, love this article. We would love to have you come on the show and bash the UFC some more. Here we go. All right, so here we go. Jesse could type quicker than me. We're gonna. What do you guys say in the chat? Let's fucking. Let's have Scott Harris, a writer for Bleacher Report, on. I just want to have him bash the UFC. All right, here, does that say it? Yeah, I love this article. We would love to have you come on our show, not the show.
Oh.
There we go. Our show and bash the UFC. Okay, here we go. Hey, Scott Harris, what do you think? You guys want Scott Harris on the show? This guy? Just to bash the UFC? This is the article Jesse's reading over here. All right, back to the article.
All right.
I want to hear more bad things about the UFC.
This is actually a pretty good article. I was reading it earlier. It's not bad. All right. So we talked about Aspen Ladd and Durandamy. Ladd is a promising prospect in the division that could use another star, and then we talked about her biggest win coming to date over Tanya Evinger, the tough but flagging former Invicta champion. Granted, avoiding Chris Cyborg is on its face a reasonable thing to do by Durandamy, but it isn't exactly becoming of a champion or a main event fighter for that matter. According to the UFC official rankings, there are real implications here. Durandamy is somehow number 1 women's bantamweight contender. Ladd clocks in at number 4. Want a semi-educated guess? UFC brass is hoping for a Ladd victory, which would establish her as a fresh face on the national stage and a bona fide women's bantamweight contender, all while delivering the side benefit of jettisoning Durandamy. If a win does indeed propel Ladd to a shot against champ Amanda Nunes, however, no bookmaker would give her much of a chance. That goes double for Durandamy, who already lost to Nunes by first-round TKO back in 2013. For Ladd, this has too much too soon written all over it, and waving the main event wand doesn't change that. This matchup would be just as potent further down the slate, possibly as part of a bigger card that would draw more eyeballs. Now let's advance down the card. In the co-main event, you have a bantamweight by the name of Uriah Faber. Perhaps you remember him from his days as a bantamweight contender and household MMA name. Even though he never captured UFC gold, Faber wrote an outstanding wrestling game, elite athleticism, and surfer movie looks to legitimate stardom. But as
now he's a boom.
But as always happens, Faber lost a step a few years ago and ostensibly rode into the sunset in 2016 after winning a gift matchup over the even more diminished Brad Pickett.
Samoan's going to fuck him up. He's going to carve him up.
He hasn't fought since, until Saturday, that is. Yes, Sacramento is his hometown, but that doesn't automatically make the 40-year-old Faber's comeback compelling television, particularly against the all-but-anonymous Ricky Simon, or Simone, whose biggest win to date was over Ronnie Yaya. So that's the co-main. From there, it's reasonable to expect the talent and profile of the fighters to drop off. But let's grab a few data points. Wikipedia is not the be-all and end-all, but it's telling that of the 20 fighters outside the main and co-main events, 8 do not have Wikipedia pages. Darren Elkins and
his homework.
Darren Elkins and Ryan Hall could put on a good undercard scrap, but it's buried below bouts like John Allen versus Mike Rodriguez, which headlines the prelim slate for no apparent reason outside of the fact that both are sluggers and, more importantly, pet projects from Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series.
Rodriguez is East Coast guy, so shout out to Rodriguez. I hope he's a nice dude too. You follow him on Instagram. You know what? That's a good fight though. It's not a bad fight. Yeah, why are these fights? Like, why not Pena and Nico Montana? I mean, she wasn't this girl just stripped of a belt, and Pena was, she was in contention at one point. She was very close before she popped out that baby and Shevchenko ripped her fucking arm off.
Well, that's a good question. There's more.
And Darren Elkins, versus Hall, he's right. That should be a little higher on this card. What the fuck? It's weird.
Livia Hanada Sosa is an electric prospect at 115 pounds, but her opponent, Brianna Van Buren, is a overmatched and unknown as they come.
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Whip my hair.
There's a guy named Wellington Turman on the main card. Who? Also on the main card, Marvin Vittori, who hasn't won in 2 years, faces Cesar Ferreira, who most recent win came a year ago over Carl Robertson. Where is Robertson now? He's higher up the card facing Turman. Incidentally, Robertson is also a part of White's reality show.
This guy's great. I love this guy. I want to read all his articles.
This is not the first talent-deficient card that the UFC has staged, and it will not be the last. Now that the company is a tentpole of the ESPN's new subscription streaming service, quantity is more valuable than ever over quality. This is not exactly breaking news. For years, the UFC has been churning about a card a week, slapping the brand on whatever it can cobble together and nudging it through the curtain. As such, profitability is purportedly high. even as longer-term metrics, including any kind of intentional talent development, are stagnant or skew downward. This has all been covered before. The newest factor was the lucrative deal with the worldwide leader. Fans and pundits were cautiously optimistic. Would it add a measure of quality control, the proverbial second set of eyes, a needed check on the UFC's heretofore unchecked power? To date, the answer is no. UFC Fight Night 155 is the most solid proof yet. Sure, any hardcore fan who tunes in will recognize some names and be rewarded with some nice fights, but just because it carries those 3 magic letters, but rest by 4 even more magical letters, doesn't necessarily make a UFC on ESPN card must-see TV. When the event kicks off Saturday, it may be the next stage of the Emperor's inadvertent striptease.
Wonderful. This guy wrote this article. Go give him a follow. His name is Scott Harris. He wrote, this is from Bleacher Report. On the MMAholes.com is where we posted it.
At Scott Harris MMA.
Yeah, we just tweeted him. We got to get this guy on.
It's fantastic. The first...
just roasted. I want to see Dana White read that article, like with the steam coming out of his ears.
I love it. The first article that I found in a long time that is just fucking truth.
Well, the UFC gets bashed a lot. But this one, he really went for it.
He did his research.
I think he doesn't like this card. Something tells me he's not into it.
Yeah.
We'll be live for that card that he just completely tore apart on Saturday. It's a free card, so I'm not gonna tear it up as much as this guy did. But I do want him on to make fun of the UFC some more. So, sure. What do you guys think about the card? Before I get started, before we even watch this card, right? What would you rate it out of 10?
Shit, man. Well, I don't like rating a card before we watch it.
No, on paper, looking at it. I mean, you have Uriah Faber, Hall of Famer, right?
5. Mirsad Bektik and Josh Emmett is a great matchup, but...
I mean, it would be a good fight. It'll probably be a decent fight, yeah.
But, the rest of the card, what the fuck, man? I agree with this guy. I agree with him 100%.
It is interesting how the prelims do have some fights. I've noticed... With ESPN Plus, or if it's on ESPN, I've noticed that. Where's the main? Is it all on ESPN Plus? Hold on a second. Oh, it's all on ESPN Plus. So there goes that theory. So the prelims, they kind of have some fights on here that I'd be interested in. I don't know, man. Darren Elkins.
See, you say
Ryan
man
Holmes.
too.
Yeah, but I don't say as much as you. I don't go man. NH.
Why did Jessica G time someone out last stream where are Lipitor pills that combats my sugar diabetes? The doctor said if I don't cut out soda pop that they may have to take my left foot whenever Cowboy loses. I'm like few Uick Peeps MOS.
Man, that's really fucked up.
Wonderful. I don't know what the hell that was about.
Shame on whoever was behind that donation. You should be ashamed of yourself.
All right, so 70. The game is 70-72 right now. We got a very close game with only 7 minutes left. Now, remember, there is a delay, so don't wait until the last second. When we have no more time on the clock, you still do have time on the clock because there's a 30 to 45 second delay. So make sure you get your donations for your winner of the evening. It's a very close one, 70-72, and the winner gets this. It's the rubber match tonight. I have a win. JBH has a win. She won last week. And the loser has to spin this wheel. Now, I feel that Jessie would be a perfect person to spin this wheel because her singing Barbie Girl would be very fun to watch. I would murder it. I hope fantastic.
You sing Barbie Girl. I can't wait for you to land on Barbie Girl.
I mean, listen, I always kill it. When I lose, I always kill it.
Yeah,
I always deliver.
I'm sure you'll kill it at Barbie Girl.
Sometimes you don't deliver. So now I know why the points go in my favor, in your favor, because they want to see me perform. I'm an artist. But tonight we have to ride, boys. We need to ride. I need this victory. I just need to rub it in. We need to get this win in for the fellas. So let's get those points in. 72-70 is where we stand.
Super chat.
Roberto Hernandez coming in.
Points, Mystic. Love both of you guys.
Points to the boys. Put me in the lead.
We got them points. Points to the boys.
I'm making that noise. Oh, I was just getting used to your song.
Oops, what the fuck happened? It's a good song.
Points to the boys. We making that noise. Hashtag
there
destroy.
We go. 73-72.
I've almost got it down.
Yeah?
We got them points. Points to the boys. We making that noise. Hashtag destroy.
Oh, she's close.
I don't know. I'm getting there.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I like the song. It's very catchy. Good job, Moss.
Well, I did both of them. Whoa.
Super chat.
It's like a voice from God right now. It's Jeremiah White.
Sup, homies. Points, Moss.
Yeah! Making that noise. Hashtag destroy. Let's go, boys. It's time to deploy. Boys, girls, crew. We about to kick your ass back to the young cool pussy boo. Don't be a fool. Hold my tool and hang with the boys.
Let's go 5 minutes. Let's get this win. Let's get this win, boys. Do not let Jesse win.
Points to the boys.
Sing along.
Points to the boys.
Okay. All right, so we have a lot here. 5 minutes left in the game. We're going to get back into the news, a couple of stories. But we want to wind this points game down. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to our main channel over here. We have a link in the description. Got shut down for no fucking reason. Fook, the UFC. And how dare they put that super chat in there. Juvenile Johnny, you backstabbing son of a bitch. But it's okay. It's okay. I am not worried. I feel the boys will ride hard. I feel they will avenge. They'll avenge this donation as it's coming in any second.
Super chat.
Fuck Juvenile Johnny with the 14.99.
Pete's. JBH.
Help! Help!
JBH!
Help me right now!
Boys! JBH!
Flexing your points, JBH is gonna win here, and we'll keep pushing till we know that
No!
Moss is really lost. Raise the bar, make the boys feel like they're losing. Love this win, and let this will show them JBH is boss.
Boys! JBH!
I need help!
Boys! JBH! Boys! JBH!
That was a disgrace. An absolute disgrace over there. But it's okay. I feel the boys will ride hard with me. I need some help.
Super chat.
That's a drunk savage.
Metal up your ass points, JBH.
Oh, no!
Metal up your fucking ass! JBH!
That's two. 2 more points for Jesse.
Boys! JBH!
Flexing your points, JBH.
So I just want to make an announcement as we only have 3 minutes left in this game. I'm going to say something right now. It's 89-75. Jessica G messaged on the Discord. She was talking some shit, rubbing it in that I was going to lose this week like she does every week.
Well, you are losing.
So friends, boys, make Jessica G eat her words. She's a swole moderator.
What are you talking about? She's not even here.
She's a swole moderator. She's a swole member of this community. But we need to make her cry tonight. We need the boys to ride. It is 75-89. Do not let Jessica G win. Please, for the love of God, if there's decency in your soul, make her spin that karaoke wheel. 3 minutes are on the clock. Jesse,
Points! JBH!
And thank you to everyone for donating. You're helping us greatly over here. We do appreciate it. Getting that strike sucked ass, but we still keep the show going and flowing. But with 2 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock, who wins? See what the chat says.
Life and logic, anything can happen in 3 minutes. Cree, where is that person at? She should be in here. Kainoto, I have a feeling Jessica G is a dime piece. Zach Bennett, getting serious for a sec. Just want to say the last few months have been hell. So much bad shit. The laughs I get here have been a godsend. Thank you. I love you guys.
We love you, Zach.
Man.
And hopefully it gets better.
That feels good.
What, that he's going through a bad time?
No, that we have the ability to give someone an outlet.
That's what it's about, man. It's about this community. It's about this love. It's about the MMA holes. That's what it's about. We're here just to hang out and just remove you from reality, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think in a way it removes us from reality, you know?
It does.
I think we get a little bit of an escape out of it too, so.
That's why the channel was started.
Yeah.
I hated my life. I hated my wife. And now here I am. I'm happy.
That's a horrible thing to say.
I didn't hate her. But I hated my life. But now I'm cool. I'm happy. I'm ready to
How
go.
about this? You hated your life.
Yeah.
And you didn't get along with your wife.
That's better.
You didn't hate her.
I didn't hate her.
Don't ever say you hated her.
It just rhymed at the time. And I'm a mime.
Never.
That looks fine. And I'm about to lose the points game. I need some help. 1 minute and 24 seconds left in this game. Come on, boys. Do not let the girls prevail. And NH is on our side. She's team boys. Do not let us down. Look at NH. She's a beautiful soul, for God's sakes. She's the queen of the 7%. Since Jesse's here now, you got to make Ann the knitter the queen of the 7%.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. I didn't remember I crowned her
Okay,
queen.
We need your help here. For just, what do I need? 80 is for plus 5.
14 points, Mom.
You know, I just
Come
feel
on,
so
you
special.
son of a bitch! Frank Levant's coming in. Someone help me out.
Got a special face.
No! Oh no!
Attention is short, bust to outer space. Mine in a special place.
There's 33 seconds left. Help!
GSP abducted me. I'm from an alien race. Special face.
Still have time. Help me out.
Special face. Special face.
Wow. Frank Levant coming in with the points.
Points JBH.
10 seconds left in the game. He is getting very close here. 5 seconds left in the game. And it... You son of a bitch.
Woo! Barbie girl, here we come.
Give the 11 points to Jesse.
Man, I gotta give a huge shout out to all my donators. Everybody who wanted to hear some nice fucking heavy metal tonight. Thank you so much for supporting me, for helping me win. Jessica G, I know you're watching. I know you had my back just in case I fell short tonight. So, you too. All of you guys. Everybody fucking... God, I fucking love you guys. God!
All right, take your trophy. So this round, you have won. You have won.
This is
the
not
points
my
game.
trophy. This is all of your guys' trophy for
No, it's not.
helping me
It's
win.
the Sim
I'll
trophy.
even
I will win it back.
kiss your guys' butts for you.
Listen, I got to say this. This is all Life on Autopilot's fault. This is all his fault, for God's sakes. But it's all right. I still love you. And I love everyone that donated tonight. You're all wonderful, wonderful. Jesse, go ahead. Make your speech before I roll the wheel and light up the dance floor.
Thank you.
That's the speech?
Yes.
Well, I got to say this. I am the superior performer. So I know you pay to see me perform. So here I will perform for you. I will put myself inside the karaoke room. Actually, keep it on your side since you won.
Yeah, it's my trophy. What are you doing?
I will perform.
I get to hold on to this until next week.
I know you love my voice, so it is fine. I will give you the voice. I'll give you the perfection right now. I will make everyone sing and laugh and dance because that's what I am. I'm an entertainer. All right, so let's spin this wheel over here. Before we spin the wheel, we have Reefer on the Fringe coming in with a super duper chat, and then we'll spin this puppy over here. This is the karaoke wheel. Whoa.
Super chat.
All right, let's see. Reefer on the Fringe.
Give no fuss Pete's Moss for next week. Hashilavuf ban you.
What did he say?
Give no fuss. Points Moss for next week. I love you. Hashtag I love UFC.
Yeah.
Ban you.
That's good. Thank you, Reefer on the Fringe. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Along with everyone else. All right, here we go. That's BetDSI. Shout out to our sponsor over here. Before we spin this wheel, BetDSI is wonderful, wonderful. Oh, shit. Let's get a word from them, and then we will spin that wheel. Jesse, what we got?
Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't bet on MMA and UFC. BetDSI offers online wagering and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description with promo code MMAHOLE, all one word, and get up to 100% bonus match as well as $25 as a welcome bonus today. BetDSI also offers betting options for everything, including NFL, NCAA football, NBA, NHL, UFC, and all the major sports, politics, reality TV, esports, virtually everything. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDSI if you want to add some excitement to the fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDSI with the link in the description. Use promo code MMAHOLE, all one word, and get up this limited time 100% bonus offer as well as $25 welcome bonus to make some extra cash on the sports you know and love. It's only a game until you bet it at BetDSI.
Now get your votes in. I mean, not your votes. Get your donations in. What am I talking about? Get your bets in. What's wrong with me? I think I need something, Jesse.
I think you need Timeless CBD.
Ah, yes. Timeless CBD, and it's get your bets in.
Get your bets in.
Thank you, Timeless CBD. You always save the day.
Yeah.
Link in the description for BetDSI. Excuse me. What do you think? I'm not ahead of the game here, Jesse? I don't think. What the?
Timeless CBD sees a gap in the industry between quality and affordability. All of Timeless CBD's products are carefully handmade at their facility. Each and every batch is third-party tested. This is a CBD company that strives to make top-notch products at prices people can afford. Visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description and get your hands on only the best CBD products, such as full-spectrum oils, gummies, pain salves, freezes, BCAAs, and more. Use promo code MMAHOLE, all one word, for up to 20% off of your entire order. We use Timeless CBD on a daily, and we haven't felt this good in years. We recommend Timeless CBD to anyone seeking treatment for numerous conditions. Once again, visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description and use promo code MMAHOLE, all one word, and get up to 20% off of your entire purchase.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And make sure you check out Real Bearded Men. Link in the description. Get that beard swollen sexy, 15% off. Promo code
MMAHOLE.
All right. So let's go over to the karaoke wheel over here. I'm going to spin this shite.
I'm a Barbie
We
girl.
got New York. Oh, you want to sing Barbie Girl?
No, I'm just teasing for you.
All right. New York, New York. I Will Survive, which I will not survive if I have to sing that. My Girl, Sweet Caroline, Stand By Me, and Barbie Girl. The dreaded Barbie Girl is on the wheel. And let's get this thing spun. I don't know if you heard Jessie yawning in the background. We're boring her, apparently. She's tired of this show.
No.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Round and round. Oh, boy. Barbie girl doesn't have enough steam to come back around.
Oh, no! Oh, come on.
Well, we do live
Dang
in New York.
It. That would have been perfect. Oh, man. I wish it went just like a centimeter more. Ah.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we do live in New York. So it would only be fitting if we sang New York, New York.
Mm.
So in honor of the great...
I can't wait for this.
Frank Sinatra.
I'll press it for you.
No. You don't press anything. I got it all under control of you. Don't worry. There I am. All right? Don't worry, babe. I got this. All right, here we go. Now I got to do this. Song title. We got to put this in here. The title is New York. Look how fast I type. And you do it again, Jesse. New
You forgot the comma.
York. It's good enough. Should I put a comma in there? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that because the OCD is going to kick in. I don't want that to happen. All right. New York, New York. Right? There's no year on this, but we'll just do this. Frank.
You forgot the dash.
You know, Jesse. All right. She's such a control freak. You have no idea. This is nothing. What are you doing? You forgot the R. Oh! All right. We'll have Jesse do it. All right. I want you to sing along with me. We're going to do New York, New York. Please don't destroy. I will destroy the song. I mean, what do you think? I'm going to be able to sing Frank Sinatra?
Yes. Super chat.
We got a super chat coming in.
Lamar, she wish you had a centimeter more moss beats for NXWK.
She wish you had a centimeter more moss points for an reefer. I don't know. I think he's drunk.
It's so funny.
What is he? I don't know. What is he saying?
Because I said I wish the wheel went a centimeter more, so you got Barbie Girl.
Ah.
And he goes, haha, you wish you had a centimeter. I wish you had a centimeter more.
How did you translate that? All right, here we go. Thank you for that donation. Appreciate it. All right, Frankie Sinatra over here. All right, New York, New York. I hope you guys know the words. Sing along with me. This is going to be very AIDSy. But no Barbie Girl tonight. We're going to take New York, New York off the wheel. And then I get to choose a song and put it on this wheel. No matter what it is, you cannot stop me. You ready? Let me scoot over a little bit. That's right. What the fuck? That's right, everybody. You know, New York is someplace, and I really enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Ready? Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes, yeah, are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep, you cunt.
JBH is mental fake right now that how she train lat.
Thank you. I think.
A mental fake me right now.
I think he's drunk. It's okay. Thank you for the donation. And find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. Everybody sing along. These little town blues, yeah, are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Jesse, why are you singing, dancing in the background over here? It's a musical break. Let's get that pussy right over here. Yes! New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, yeah, are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
Can I just ask you one question? Why did you do this in the middle of a song like that?
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Frank Sinatra.
You're sweating, Moss.
I tell you, that was some performance.
Were you nervous?
Nah, I got to say this.
Sweating.
Frank was rolling over in his grave,
Yeah.
and I was like, don't touch greatness. This is a great forehead.
Sweating.
How wet are you right now?
Soaked. Stuck to my seat.
All right, anyway, thank you for playing along the points game. Let's get to one more MMA story. We're going to be live tomorrow.
We're doing another story?
Yeah, give him one more. We can't just... You want to end it on that?
Yeah, it's
perfect.
That
was fantastic.
That was great.
Yeah,
why wouldn't you want to end it on that?
Why didn't you dance behind me? I was waiting for the pussy
It's
pop.
not really a song to dance to, Like,
no, what?
I don't know if there's really a dance for that one.
Now, I got to pick a song to put on this wheel. I'm going to need some help.
So can I ask you a question?
The chat. Yeah.
Why does the loser choose?
Because I lost.
But that doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't the winner choose? Since I won, I should be the one to choose the next song that
You
goes
ever play
on?
basketball? You ever do that?
Yes.
You play like half-court basketball?
Yes.
When you get your shot in, you give the loser the ball. That's what happens here.
It's not like that, though.
Yes, it does.
Shouldn't the winner choose?
We got Life and Logic coming in.
MOSDA Mac.
Yeah! Hanging with the boys. Thank you.
Wonderful.
All right, we're done.
You know what's funny, Roberto? I suggested Eye of the Tiger, and he didn't want to do it.
Well, you didn't lose. I got to pick the song.
No,
and
when
you
we
are
were
fucked, because I'm going to pick some fucked up songs.
When we were putting the wheel together, I suggested Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, that could go on there.
And you didn't want to do it.
Well, how about this? When you lose next week, you could put Eye of the Tiger on there. I need some help, though, in the chat or in the comments down below. That's the best place to put it. Give me your ideas. I want something good here. Give me something really good that I can throw into that comment section down below, and we'll drop it on that wheel. We're going to remove New York, New York. And next week when Jesse loses, maybe it'll land on that. Barbie Girl still stays. So you still have a chance to see Barbie Girl be sung by one of your beautiful hosts. Let's just brush through a couple of the stories over here. You don't have to read through them, but let's just see the titles and then we're going to leave.
Oh, you're on the wrong thing. You gotta back up, Moss.
No!
You keep clicking on the article.
All right. Okay. So here we go. What else do we have in the news?
Mousasi versus Machida has been set for a Bellator event in September, according to ESPN.
It's a rematch, right? Didn't they fight?
Yeah, they're going to be in the co-main event of Bellator's September 28th in Inglewood, California. Promotion announcing on Thursday.
Super chat.
We got Juvenile Johnny with the super chat.
Moss. That was the best.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Juvenile. What a performance. And if you missed it, don't go back. Wonderful. All right, so Mousasi versus Machida. You know what? I'm down with that. I'm down with that fight. Okay. What else do we have in the news?
Chandler Jones, who's Jon Jones' brother, says he could beat Jon Jones' ass, and he knows that, saying that Jon Jones fights guys that are like 260 or Bones is like what 235, and he goes against men who are 300 pounds every day.
So he wants to fight his brother?
Yeah.
No, he just said he could beat his ass.
Super chat.
I did see that. Hold on a second. We got Joe Leonard.
MOS, a man of many talents.
That's right. That's right. I give it all. I give it all to the show. Yeah, this dude, I saw him walking on TMZ.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play the video because TMZ flags you for everything. But
yeah, just
he says he could beat him up. He's like, Jon Jones is fantastic, but he can still beat him up. What a classy brother. All right, what else do we have here?
The UFC 241 poster has been released. It takes place on August 17th at Honda Center, with a main card that airs on pay-per-view following prelims on ESPN and ESPN Plus / UFC Fight Pass.
Oh, I could dig it. That's cool.
That's not bad.
It's a good card, huh? So, although Nate Diaz looks like he has Down syndrome in this picture, they couldn't find a picture where, I mean, he's standing upright. It was like, It's cool. It's a cool poster. Who else is on that card? Let me take a peek. Let's take a peek on this. Let's take a peekogram at this card. I want to fight Moss for the views. What the fuck? 241. Where are you? There you are. Cormier Miocic part 2. I mean, we know the main event's going to be good. Anthony Pettis, Nate Diaz. I'm in. Costa versus Romero. Thank God this is finally going to happen. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. If Romero. How old's Romero now? Is he
40?
He's got to be past 40 now. He's got to be 42 or some shit.
I don't know.
Derek Brunson, Ian Heinisch. Oof. Look at this one.
Yeah, I told you that one before.
Yeah, I didn't know he was fighting Brunson though. Did you say it?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Brunson versus Heinisch. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see. Devontae Smith versus Makdessi. I'm cool with that. It's a good card. All right. Not bad. Not too shabby. What else we have in the news?
According to MMAnews.com, Jon Jones is not impressed with Johnny Walker, basically saying that he tries not to get overly impressed with the up-and-coming fighters until they prove that they're worth the hype. So he's not getting too hung up on Johnny Walker right now.
Do you think he's scared?
No, I think he's starting to form a little bit of a publicity stunt in case Walker and Jones happens down the road.
Yeah. I think there's something about Johnny Walker that Jon Jones is he's interested. He says he doesn't want to beat him too soon or whatever. That was the comment that he said in Twitter or some shit. Why would you guys want to see me beat him so soon? Or I don't know. But I think that's someone that could pose a problem. And you got this BS.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather Laughs at a Conor McGregor rematch. TMZ caught up with them and asked about the rematch, and his response was, these kids are some circus clowns. They can't fuck with the money May. And, of course, it takes two to tango in the fight game, so they would have to both be on board for that to ever happen again.
Yeah, I think Mayweather, he's finally done, for sure. For shizzle.
Yeah.
Jermaine?
According to BJPen.com, Jermaine Durandamy thinks Amanda Nunes is beatable. She said she's one of the best fighters, but remember, everyone is beatable, and as soon as a person comes and beats Amanda Nunes, they are the GOAT. Yeah.
All right, so there we go. And what else we got over here?
Macy Chiasson versus Lena Landsberg has been added to the UFC on ESPN Plus 18 in Copenhagen.
I like that.
Yes, Copenhagen. So that card, there's no set date for the card yet, but they also have Thiago Alves versus Gunnar Nelson on that lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And one more, according to MMA Fighting, Uriah Faber is not ruling out a potential clash with champ Henry Cejudo, saying that's an enticing fight for me.
Oh, my God.
He said, absolutely, I'll never rule that out. Henry just called me out, the current champ at 2 different weight classes and an Olympic gold medalist. So that's an enticing fight for me because of the matchup and, the reason I'm in the sport and the fact that he threw me in the mix. And we talked about it 10 years ago prior, which is kind of cool how that all played out. So that's all in the back of my head for sure.
All right. So is this guy for real? Does he think he can make a run at a title? Is he playing? Is he joking around or?
I don't know anymore. He just had a kid. I think he's looking for a little extra cash. No. You gotta support the kid.
Another fighter that's like, I'm done, it's over, and then all of a sudden back. Well, we'll see what happens this weekend with Uriah Faber back in the cage, and we'll be reacting to this card. This is the card over here.
Wonderful.
I mean, listen, it got bashed. It did get bashed, this card. It's not the greatest fight night card out there, especially the main event. It's nothing to get super excited about, but we're going to have fun hanging. That's what we do over here when we do our reactions. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And we will see you mañana. Thanks for playing along tonight on the Points
today.
Game. We'll see you today. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Jesse. Say those special words. Special.
Don't be an a-hole. Be a not the MMA holes.
Wait. That was botched.
All right.
You want to try that again?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to give it another shot?
Yeah. Sure.
Give it another go.
Okay. Don't be an a-hole. Be a not the MMA hole.
You want to try it one more time? Like a little more.
What's wrong
I don't
with
know.
that one?
Just like sexier.
Okay.
A little more. Yeah. Sit up straight.
Be an
push your titties out.
Oh, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Don't be an a-hole. Be a not the MMA hole.